And we just might promote the tape too. It's $35 if, after we win the tape. After winning the game, I'd say a lot of people will be wanting to buy the tape, and it's at $35, and it goes on sale tonight. So as the Mitcham, here's the East Ringwood banner, which is lifted up. It's Blitz'em on one side, we can tell you that, and it's Win on the other side. And the girls have done a marvellous job with that banner, Les. They've worked hard on every Thursday night with the banners.
Get on that banner, Timmy.
There's the East Ringwood.
He can't hear us up there, can he? Tim, get on the banner.
As I say, the girls have put in a lot of work on this.
There's the East Ringwood banner now, Tony, on camera.
Yeah, I say the girls have done a lot of work with the banner on the Thursday night, Les.
It's unbelievable, Tony, the way they worked there. Gee, they had the thing that was nearly spread across the whole sporting club on Thursday night. It's great to see them do it.
Even had our coach Ray Davies doing a little bit too, so you know, everybody's getting involved in.
Yes, it's all well, grand finals. You start in January and train all year for this one day, Tone. And
you were there on the first night of the training week.
Yes, I certainly was, Tone. It's a big thing to get this far. It's just a shame somebody's got to lose.
Yep.
But that always happens, and there's got to be a loser in every game.
Right.
But,
I still can't see the side coming out at yet. And there's we can pick out the Dickie Walton. Hello, Dickie. How are you? Right. Blitz'em on one side, Les.
Blitz'em on one side. It's broke a bit too.
Oh, that's a damn shame. But I'd say they'd get. Here they come, the East Ringwood side.
Here comes the East Ringwood side.
Led by their captain, Chris Amwell. And they'll group up as a team as the Mitcham boys leading semi off the ground.
Tony, this is Ray Davies' 5th year as coach, and it's his 4th grand final appearance.
Yep.
So let's hope he's won one premiership, and I hope he wins this one too.
Oh, he certainly deserves one, Les. I'll tell you that now, because the amount of work that Ray...
He's the best coach that's been at East Ringwood for a long time, Tony.
Yep.
His dedication, himself and Lorraine,
yep.
It's unbelievable what they've put into the club over the 5 years they've been with us. And I just hope they can win it for them.
Yep, that's for sure. Okay, we might take a short break.
Yes, we'll take a short break, Tone.
No worries.
And here we're going into the crowd of the East Ringwood Den, and there's a lot of the girls who put their chicken and champagne breakfast together, the Munros, for the football trip, and there's all the supporters. It's great to see them come along today to really put in and barrack for their club, East Ringwood. And of course there's Steve Cosgrove and a few of the seconds boys that lost the preliminary final last Saturday, but they're great supporters of the East Ringwood Football Club, that mob there. And of course they're here to see us win this flag, because we've got to get there and do it, Tone, for them.
5 years, as we said, with Ray, and 1 premiership, so I reckon he's due for one, isn't he? And
of course, most of those girls are the ones that done the banner, so they're great to see.
Yep. Yep.
We can't move, mate.
No, we can't get them.
Sorry.
We can't get them.
I'm in the back of them, mate. It's a pity.
Right. Okay, both sides are going to line up for the national anthem. And
there's the brain trust of East Ringwood up in the bench. Of course, Paul Bartling, Ray Davies and Gary Pike, the selectors, and of course missing there is...
national anthem, mate. We've had
missing there is Robbie Newton.
Thank you.
Here's the roar now, Tony.
Yeah, the roar of the crowd.
We're into the business area now.
IKANO Bluebirds. It's the go.
Hey, where's Esky?
In Fern Road in, Tone.
Right.
Chris Hamill heading that way, Martin Toll, Darren Chivers. Coming off the ground, looks like it is Barry Dawson and Darren Mason, Tone.
Yeah. Okay, Spencer will be in the ruck, of course, for East Burwood. And DB's going in the ruck for East Ringwood.
Yes, Darren's got a big job, Tony, ahead of him today to counteract Spencer, but I think the way Darren finished off the second,
well last week,
the preliminary final, he should have the confidence pretty high to go on with it today.
Right. Almost threat. You got the...
yes, we've got the time coming on, Tony.
No worries. Scored at the 3 late start. We're going to be here for a long time. Okay, we're just getting the all clear from both umpires, both captains. Carl Dixon pushing a few players off.
Looks like David. There's the...
Here we go. In the grand final of the EDFL 1987 between East Ringwood and East Burwood. We go into the first term and East Ringwood are going left of screen and East Burwood going right of screen. The ball's been knocked out of the centre and East Ringwood are into attack. Nifty Vincent up towards the forward line. The East Burwood defenders are there. In goes Mimi looking for a free kick, pushes the ball out. In go East Burwood now, trying to clear the ball. Warner's over there. It's running towards the boundary line. East Burwood get the first kick. The whistle goes. And the free kick. Oh, we'll wait on it. The ball's coming back. Just can't pick up what's going on over there.
There's a throw-in, Tony.
Throw-in. Thanks, Les. Throw-in on the far side. Here we go. The throw-in in the... forward pocket, up they go. Spencer got the knockout. In comes the East Burwood players. Tackle, ball umpire. And it's a free kick. Now East Ringwood are into attack and a pass goes to Mimi. East Ringwood moved the ball well and Mimi Michael lining up for East Ringwood's first goal.
I see Cook's out on a half-forward flank, Tony, too, for the East Burwood side.
Right, Les.
Featherston could be...
Here comes Mimi now. We'll wait on the kick. Punts for goal.
It's a good kick.
We'll wait on the goal umpire though. He's
point.
missed it. And East Ringwood a 1 point. And East Burwood yet to score. Les.
Yes, Tony, right. The full-back ready to bring the ball back into play, which will be the... here it comes. Up goes Spencer from behind. Hit to the ground. Coming through with the East Burwood player. And there's a ball up, says the umpire, in the back. And who to take the free?
Free kick
it's
going.
to Darryl Ferguson. Ferguson's got the free on the half-forward flank. He'll drive the ball, the left foot, short passes beautifully. Out comes Simon Moore and takes a beautiful mark. And Moore's got the ball. A beautiful lead from young Simon Moore. Oh, Simon, what are you doing, son?
Nerves, I think, Les, nerves.
Yes, a little bit of nerves there. Didn't know what to do. Coming out there is diving on the ball again as the East Burwood player pushes it out. And East Burwood to take the free on the half-back line. It's a smother by Brett Munro. Munro coming in there hard. Handballs over the top to Ferguson. Ferguson on the left foot shoots for goal. It's heading towards the goals and it's right through the centre. A beautiful goal by... What's happened? What's happened?
I don't know what's happened. The ball's...
It's either a goal or he's got to have another kick. He's having another kick.
Must have missed it, Les.
He must have missed the first one. Darryl Ferguson about 35 yards out on an angle to take a direct shot for goal. He's a left foot kick, Tony. He's on his wrong foot, but he should get the distance and the accuracy from there. It's pretty. The goals are pretty open up that end.
Yeah, they certainly are.
Ferguson with the ball. Taking his time, lining him up with a drop punt. Here he comes in on the left foot, going for goal. Here it comes, it's going off the side and will go through for 1 point. And the scoreboard reads, Tony.
East Ringwood are 2 points and East Burwood are yet to score in the grand final of 1987.
Right, the umpire, the full-back for the East Burwood side, they bring the ball back into play. I can't pick his name up just at present.
24.
It's Sutherland. Sutherland with the ball at full-back. Here he comes. He'll go to the far side of the ground. It's a big kick. Out there is Darren Vincent. Spans Spencer. Spencer hits the ball to the ground. Picked up by Hubbard. Handball's out. Coming through there is... Couldn't pick him up on the outside.
Trollops over there. And
picked up by...
Nifty.
Nifty. Vincent drives in towards goals. Who's there? Robbie nearly touches the ball as it goes through, and it's touched through for 1 point.
Nearly could have almost been a goal.
And the scoreboard reads East Ringwood 3 points. East Burwood yet to score. Tony.
Okay. And the East Burwood fullback in Sutherland will kick the ball in. He goes to the bottom side of the ground.
Nifty, Vincent.
And up goes Nifty and takes a superb mark.
Right in front of his mum and dad's Bluebird banner.
No worries about that. Goes for a short pass. And he's found Hubby over there on the far side. Robert Hubbard played last week with the injury and playing again today. Here comes Hubbard now. Punting for goal.
Another point, Tone.
Another behind. East Ringwood having a few opportunities, Les.
Yes, Tone. They're,
once they get the game going.
The only deliberate shot was Mimi's, but the others have been on the angle. But they're having enough.
Anyway, East Bird Sutherland, he kicks in, he goes to this side of the ground. Oh, David Peart was as high as it could, and he's taken a
beautiful mark, Tony, by David Peart. Beautiful.
He's played well. Peart, he goes for home, a long kick right up towards the forward line. Marty Stewart, all right on it.
Yes, a beautiful mark by Marty Stewart, Tony.
Right in front of goal.
The mark from Dave Peart was the big thing, to get the ball up there and give Marty the chance of taking the mark.
Okay, we'll wait on Marty now. Shouldn't miss from here, but you never know, you're lucky in a big city.
Well, Tony, this is their 5th shot. They've got to get one.
Yep. Plenty of quiet. Here he comes. He punts and right through the middle. And East Ringwood a 1 goal for 10. 1 for 10. And scores Baroni. Make that East Burwood. I've got all the.
Well, they started off all right, Tony. So
get the score.
They started off in the right fashion. So let's hope they go on with it.
Yep.
East Burwood will come back. They're at top side.
Don't worry about that. Early days yet.
Been playing 5.5 minutes, Tony.
Okay, back in the centre.
Yeah, you're right. Where's
All coming back now.
Oh, we don't care anyway. Where's the juice factory, mate? Go find it.
Umpire putting the ball down. There's the bounce. Not a bad one either. Up goes DV. Oh, Spencer got the knockout though. Handball by East Bird. Up towards their forward line. The East Ringwood defenders working hard. In goes Griggsy. Nifty's there. Coming through is Daryl Ferguson. Magic skills, but his handball's been intercepted. East Burwood get a chance now on the right foot up towards the forward zone here. It's running out towards the boundary line. It's been picked up by this East Burwood player who will drive the ball forward. Up they go. He's a umpire. What's the umpire going to do? He's letting it go. Now he's letting it go again. Here comes Griggs. Griggs quickly handballs the ball over, and East Ringwood will get out of trouble. David Peart's got the ball. Peart now, he goes out wide, out towards the far side. The whistle has gone. That's an East Ringwood free kick, I can tell from the crowd. And the ball will come back.
Jimmy Corbett.
And Jimmy Corbett will take the free kick. Jimmy Corbett. Had one of them famous haircuts yesterday. There's his kick. Up towards the forward line. Nearly's up there. Mimi Michaels at bottom of the pack. But East Bird will clear the ball out wide. Out towards the bottom side of the ground. Trollops over there. And he's got the mark.
Cook.
Up to Cook. And East Bird moving the ball well. Mimi, now, here's the Cook kick now from Cook. Up towards the forward line. Pack fly, and the whistle has gone, and Anwell will take the free kick. Les.
Right, Chris Anwell's the ball in the last line of defence for the East Ringwood side to bring the ball. He's coming to the grandstand side. Here's a short pass out to Peart. Peart playing well on the centre wing. Peart's got the ball. Here he'll go into the centre of the ground. Here's the big kick. Rob Neely's in there. Over the back was the East Burwood player, and Lenny takes the mark. Lenny's got the ball on the edge of the cricket pitch to bring the ball back in the attack for East Burwood. It's a 15-metre penalty against Rob Neely. Lenny with the ball in the centre of the ground. He'll come straight up the centre. There's no, he's coming out this short out here. Here's Kieran Moran in there with Lee. Over the back, coming through is David Peart again.
Whistle's gone, Les.
And it's a free kick, and it's going to Kieran Moran. Moran with the ball on the half-back flank. Does a short pass in towards Martin Toll. Martin Toll's got the mark. Here he comes. Handballs over to Peart. Peart going in. Kicks the ball long. Goes to centre half forward. In there is, beautiful hat down by Jim Corbett. Picked up by Mimi Michael. A bit slow, Mimi. Brett Munro taps the ball over the top. Beautiful football to Simon Moore. Simon Moore misses the run of the ball. Picked up by Spencer, holding the ball against him. So you play on, says the umpire, as it goes out to the outer side wing. Out there it's all East Bird. He's got the ball out there. Can't pick him up. McInerney kicks it across into the centre of the ground. Here comes the players. And Kieran Moran takes a fine mark. No, it's DV. Takes a fine mark on the edge of the diamond. Darren Vincent's got the ball. He'll come out this side. Kicks the ball in the centre of the ground. Here's Robbie Neely over the top. Pinch it down. Coming through is David Peart again. Robbie Hubbard's there and gets it in the back. Play on, says the umpire. Kicked up by East Bird. Short pass out the half forward flank. And out there is Lee. Yep. Lee with the ball. Chris Lee. The centre half forward. Here he comes. He drives the full forward position. Daryl Griggs is there with Cook. Cook in front, misses the ball. Coming through there is Keneally. Keneally's got the ball. Here he's out. Goes through his legs, Darren.
That'll be a free kick to Oswald,
Over the
Les.
top. Poor football by young Darren Mason. Darren Chivers, but it's bad luck. The bloke fell in front of him, and it is Oswald to take the kick. Oswald with the ball. He should score from here, Tony.
He certainly should, Les. He's on
Right, here's Oswald with the ball. 35 metres out on a slight angle. Plenty of goal face to show. 1-4 East Ringwood, 0 East Burwood at the 9-minute mark of this first term. Here he comes in to shoot for goal. It's off the side of the boot.
Coming around, though, Les.
Now it's through for 1 point.
That's a goal.
That's a goal.
It came round,
Must
Les.
have crook eyes. Anyway, the scoreboard, 1-4 East Ringwood, 1 goal East Burwood.
Yep.
Tony, that's their first shot for goal. They've kicked the goal.
Yeah, well,
we've had 5.
Well, that was the thing in the second semi too, Les. East Burwood, when they got the ball down there, they
kicked goals.
They kicked goals, and East Ringwood got the ball down there and couldn't kick goals, especially in that third term. And hopefully that won't happen again today. Here's the bounce now. In the centre they go. The ball's being knocked out of the centre. It's right in the centre there. They pile on each other, and the umpire will ball it up. No, they're getting a bit willing. The umpire trying to separate them, and now he's found a free kick going to East Burwood. The ball goes up towards their forward line. Up they go. Oh, well,
good mark by Cook.
He's taken the mark. This is Stewie Cook now. He's got the mark. Pretty shot. Good kick for goal is Stewie Cook. And he's lining up for East Burwood's second goal and put him in front.
Yes, he's kicked it.
And it's right through the middle, and East Burwood are 2 straight, 12, and East Ringwood are 1-4-10.
2 shots, Tony, 2 goals. Good football by the East Ringwood forwards there.
East Burwood forwards, yeah.
East Burwood forwards, sorry.
So, and that's the trend of the game at the moment. Early days, of course.
Yes, very early. We've been going 11 minutes in the first term, Tone.
Ball back in the centre, but the umpire will put it down. There's a bounce. Up they go, and Spencer wins yet again. Gets the ball out of the centre. McInerney's got it now. Lenny up towards the half-forward line for East Burwood, and a good mark in front. I'm not sure if Lee's got the ball. He goes for a pass up towards the forward line. In goes Griggsy there. Here's a chance for East Burwood. Keneally has a flying shot, and he's put it through.
Cook, Tony.
Cook pushed it over.
The ball out.
And East Burwood are on fire. There's 3 straight. They've got the ball down there.
They've kicked 3 goals in 3 minutes, Tony.
And East Ringwood at 1-4-10. So East Ringwood started off okay, just couldn't get the goals, and East Burwood could get the goals. So 3 shots for 3 goals, and East Ringwood have 5 shots for 1-4. Les.
Right, Tone, we're in the centre of the ground with umpire Dixon to start this next passage of play. There's the bounce of the ball. Up they come. In comes Darren Vincent with Spencer. Spencer wins out again across to McInerney. McInerney hits the ball back towards the rover in Bailey, and he loses possession of the ball. The umpire says, give it to me, fellas, and I'll ball it up. The umpire in the centre of the ground. There's the bounce of the ball. Here it goes, up in the centre of the ground. In there is Corbett, punches the ball down straight to the East Burwood player. Coming through there, kicks it on the left foot out to the half-forward flank. Chris Hamill's in there with Featherston and Anwell to take the mark.
Free kick.
Or the free kick on the half-back flank for the East Ringwood side. Anwell with the ball.
15.
It's a 15-metre penalty to Chris Anwell. Here he comes. Running down to the centre wing. He'll keep it out on the far side of the ground. It's a big kick. Where's the lead? Simon Moore from behind. Nearly pulled it down. Dropped to the pack. Coming through there is the East Burwood player. Rowie Nearly's got it. He loses possession. Pushes the ball was the East Burwood player, but the umpire pulls the play up, and it'll go back to Rob Nearly to take the free on the centre wing.
A throw out, Les. So
Rob Nearly with the ball. Here he comes. Where's the lead? Simon Moore leading to the pocket. He's driven out there too. They'll beat him out, and it'll be out of bounds in the forward pocket of the East Ringwood side, and the throw in from the boundary umpire. The quarter's been going 13 minutes.
Right.
There's the throw in. Here it comes. In there is Rob Nearly. Tries to grab the ball out of the pack. Picked up by the East Burwood player. Cleared very easily into the centre wing position. Punched down by Nifty Vincent. Coming through there. I can't pick him up. The umpire's in my way. And the ball goes out to the centre wing again. It's all East Burwood. Handballs over the top. Coming through there is Trollope. Trollope handballs across to McInerney. Misses the run of the play. Coming through is David Peart. Balks the player. Goes onto the right foot. Drives towards goals. A beautiful kick. It's Marty Stewart there. Over the top. Coming through there was the East Ringwood players. But it's forced through for 1 point And the scoreboard reads, Tony.
1-5-11 East Ringwood, and East Burwood are 3 straight goals.
Right, the full back for East Burwood, Sutherland, to bring the ball back into play. Here he comes. He'll come to the grandstand side. It's a big kick out here. David Peart, the fly. He hasn't got the run this time. Punches the ball to the ground. Mimmy Michael's there. Gully got it in the back. Picked up by Corbett. Out to Peart. Peart drives the ball towards goal.
Put it through, Les.
Beautiful goal by David Peart.
Beautiful handball there.
Beautiful handball by Mimmy Michael onto David Peart. David had no worries slamming it straight through the centre of the goals, and the scoreboard reads, Tony.
2-5-17 East Ringwood, and East Burwood are 3 straight 18. 1 point the difference in this grand final of the 1987 EDFL First Division.
Right, the ball's back in the centre with umpire Dixon. Here's umpire Dixon with the ball. David Peart burning on the centre wing. Here's the bounce of the ball. In comes DV with Spencer. Spencer wins out. Hubbard from behind, picked up by the East Burwood player. Drives the centre half forward. Toll's in front and takes a good mark.
Yes.
Lovely mark by Martin Toll.
Certainly.
Toll's got the ball. Where will you go? Come to the grandstand side. Out here to Jimmy Corbett. Jimmy Corbett takes the mark and he'll steady it up. Here he goes. He'll kick the Rob Nearly, a big left foot to the centre half forward, the half forward flank position over the top of the pack. Coming through there is Lenny. Tried to get Mimmy Michael, but Warner's running in there. Coming through is Brett Munro. Pushes the ball out. It'll be a throw-in on the half forward line of the East Ringwood side. Yep. Right, here's the throw-in on the forward pocket. In there is Rob Nearly. He'll throw the ball in. The boundary umpire, here it comes, over in there, hit down, picked up by Mimmy Michael, handball's back. Darryl Ferguson runs in with Robbie Hubbard, and the umpire said, give it to me, fellas.
Holding the ball, Les.
Holding the ball, it's going to
East Ringwood.
Mimmy Michael.
I'm not sure whether it's
Mimmy must kick this, Tony. He's missed one from an easy spot, and he must kick this one if he's a forward.
Yep.
Here he comes, Mimmy Michael, a right foot kick. Oh, he's pulled it again.
They've got plenty of forwards on the bench, Les, like Smoke.
Well, it's not good enough, Tony.
No,
Ray's got to realise it very quickly if he's going to miss kicking goals today.
That's
and
right.
Try somebody else.
Well, scores are level. 2-6-18 plays 3 straight 18.
Yours, Tony.
Okay, ball kicked in by the East Burwood fullback Sutherland. He kicks it in. DV's there, and Spencer knocks it down. In goes Griggsy. Griggsy's kick. Oh, it's a wobbly old one. Going to go out on the full, but no, the East Burwood player's there to take the mark in the back pocket. Marty will give away 15, son. Now this East Burwood player switches direction, goes across the ground. Chivers is there, but Oswald's taking the mark. He's about 5 metres in front. Oswald now driving it into the centre. Hubby was there to knock the ball away, but Warner was quick to recover. Drives the ball up towards the half-forward line, but Kieran Moran takes the mark. Kieran Moran now driving the ball up towards Brett Munro. The ball goes over the back of the pack. East Burwood there to tidy up. They dive on it. Baker's there, pushes it out. Oh, I think it's on there over there. Baker. It's getting a bit willing, Les.
Yes, we're getting onto that one.
Yep.
There's a few throwing there.
Kieran Moran's taking the mark as the fight's going on the centre wing.
Yes, too right.
Well, I don't know whether we'll stay with the footy, I reckon.
Yes,
don't worry about the fight.
In the centre half forward position. That's a mark by...
It's really on, Les. This is unbelievable.
Well, it's final football, Tony.
Yep. Oh. Oh, I'm no good as a fight commentator.
Well, Tony, this is what football's all about.
Yeah, and finals footy, so...
Everybody gets head up in finals, and the boys will sort themselves out, because whoever keeps fighting will lose the game. I'll tell you that now.
Well, there's only...
one to settle down.
There's only 2 players on the half-forward line here for East Burwood, and that's...
Simons and Keneally.
Keneally, and the rest of them are in there. So
where's the ball anyway, Tone? I lost it.
No, well, it's on that half-forward flank. We're just... I'm not sure who's...
Lenny's got the ball, I think. It's centre half back.
Plenty of I'd say there'd be a few reports, because it's still
Here
running.
It comes.
Martin Toll's there, and the ball runs out. I think it's going to come back. Right, it's coming back.
Very good, up.
And Lenny's got the free kick, or there'll be plenty of time on.
Lenny, Tone. Okay,
there'll be plenty of time on in this quarter. There's the kick up towards the centre half forward position. Kieran Moran's there. In they go. Ball umpire. No, he said it was held to him, and it's going to be a ball up. There's the bounce. Cameraman's there. He's got the free kick. He was in front and interfered with. And Cameraman takes a free kick at centre half back. Moran now. He goes over towards the far side of the ground. And Munners will take the kick.
We're going 19 minutes, Tony, with the blue, of course. It's a bit different.
Yep. What's going on now? We've got to wait. Munners has got this kick, I think, has he? And the ball...
He's leading beautifully, young Simon Moore.
Moore's
Tony.
got the mark. Yeah, I've just lost the...
He's got to have a shot here. He's got to get his kicking going.
Yeah, I've just lost the side of the footy, actually, Les. So if you could take it first.
There's a big kick, Tony. It's a beautiful kick, but it's offline and through for 1 point to bring the scoreboard.
2-7 East Ringwood. They're in front of East Burwood by a point who are 3 straight.
Right, here's umpire Armstrong to bring the ball, the full-back Armstrong to bring the ball back into play. Here it comes. It's coming to the grandstand side. It's out here. Here's the high flyers. David Peart from behind punches the ball down, picked up by Hubbard. Hubbard kicks in the centre of the ground. It's all East Burwood coming down the middle of the ground. Drives it down here. Here's Chris Hamill coming out. Punches the ball beautifully. Picked up by Jimmy Corbett. Jimmy Corbett kicks onto the left foot, goes out to the boundary, and it'll run out of bounds before Mimi Michael can get the ball.
Well, so the ball.
It's on the centre wing. There's the throw-in. Here's the throw-in now. In it comes. In there is Rob Neely. There's the punch down. Coming through there is Hubbard. Coming through hard was Peart. Peart loses the ball. Going in there hard again was Hubbard. Dies on the ball, the umpire. It comes out, and it's a free kick going to...
No, it's a ball up, Les, I think.
No, it's a ball up.
Ball up on the centre wing.
Umpire Dixon on the centre wing. There's umpire Dixon to bounce the ball up. Here it goes, up it goes. In there is Robbie Neely. Over the top was Spencer. Pushes it through there, coming through there is the East Burwood player. Pumps it out to Bailey. Bailey's got the ball. Kicks it up here. It's Darren Vincent running out here hard. Coming through is Cook. And it goes out of bounds. And it'll be a throw-in on the half-back flank for the East Ringwood side.
Right, the ball will be thrown in.
It's the throw-in. It's Kieran Moran in the ruck for the East Ringwood side against the East Burwood bloke. Here they come. Punch down. It goes towards the East Burwood goal. Coming through there is Hubbard. Hubbard to pick it up. Goes back the other way. He'll change play. Beautiful out towards Craig Vincent. Craig Vincent out there takes the mark on the wing. He plays on. Kicks the ball to the half-forward flank. Leading out there is Jimmy Corbett. Corbett got the run of the ball. Goes towards the boundary. Comes back onto the left foot. Kicks in the centre half-forward position. Where's the leaders? Marty Stewart. Marty Stewart over the top. Where's the play? Robbie Neely gets the ball. Picked it up. Handballs it out to Mimi Michael. Mimi Michael punches the ball forward. It'll go
still in play, Les. Warner's got it, and he'll clear the ball. Warner goes for a handball over. Over the top, and East Burwood now drive the ball easy out of defence. And the whistle's gone. And the ball's got to come back. There was interference somewhere, and Robbie Neely will take the free kick. East Burwood seem to get the ball out of the back line too easy there.
Yes, Tone, we're just not doing enough up there at this stage.
This is Rob Neely now. Comes in, a big kick, but it's hit the behind post, so it's out on the full.
They've got to score from this one, Tone.
Oh, yeah, out on the full. It's a free kick to East Burwood.
9 shots to 3, you know. They should be well in front, East Ringwood.
Yep. Now, the East Burwood defences have been working overtime. The free kick to East Burwood from out on the full. It's over there on the far side. And the whistle has gone, and a free kick going to East Burwood, and the half-back flank. Lenny's got the free kick. Now, Lenny, where's... I think he's kicking the ball out wide. He is out towards the centre wing. Oh,
beautiful mark to Hubbard, Tony.
Hubbard's taken the mark on centre wing. This is Robbie Hubbard. So he's going to kick the ball long. There's his long kick now, straight down the ground. Up goes Spencer. And he's got the free kick. Oh!
Spencer's just dropped the bloke.
I'd say, yes, he's reported. And I'd say he'd have to change and just... He's out too. I think the play he's hit is out.
We can't pick it up either. It's Robbie Neely again.
I think...
Rob Neely again, Tony, it is.
I thought he was out, but he's not, because I saw Steve Mason waving his hand, so I'm not sure.
No, he's up. He's right.
But Robbie's got the free kick anyway. He should take the free kick.
Yes,
he doesn't look too well, Les. I'll tell you.
No, he's gone.
Spencer threw a left hook, and this might spur East Ringwood on a bit. So So who's going to take the kick? I don't think it's Robbie. Can you pick it up, Liz?
I'm trying to look at the monitor, Tony, but he's just missing it. Here it goes back now to Marty Stewart's taking the kick.
Okay.
Rob Neely's in bad way.
Yep.
He's in a bad way. This one will have to be a goal for this, Tony, because I think Neely will have to come off and have a bit of treatment and
bring Smokey or someone on.
Smokey on there, I think.
Well, this really needs to be
a goal. We've been playing possibly about 22 minutes.
We'll wait on it. There he goes. Goal umpire.
Yes, he's kicked it.
Says that's a goal. And East Ringwood now badly needing that one. Go to 3-7-25. 3-7-25. East Burwood 3 goals. And East Ringwood lead by 7 points.
Right, Tony, they're back in the centre of the ground with umpire Hayward to bounce the ball up. As I said, we've probably been playing about 22 minutes in this term, and East Ringwood score 3-7, leading East Burwood 3 points, 3 goals. Right, here's umpire Hayward to bounce the ball. Here it comes. There's the bounce of the ball. In goes DV, hits it down to Ferguson. Ferguson comes on the left foot. Handball's beautifully over to
David Peart.
David Peart punches the ball forward.
Baker.
To Baker.
Keep the ball, Bakes. Keep the ball, son. Kick a goal.
Here they come. Baker's driving the ball long. Here's Marty Stewart down there. And it's a free kick up the field. Yes.
Yep.
Well, Tony, they're trying it, and it's not paying for East Burwood. And Stewart with the ball should kick this one, and we should be just about into time on when he kicks this ball. Beautiful coming out of the centre by young Darryl Ferguson. Handball over the top to Peart. Peart on to Baker, and result was, we hope, a goal. Where is it? I can't.
Yeah, I've lost it too, actually.
Robert Neely with the ball.
Robbie Neely come back from the dead.
Yes, he's kicked it. A beautiful goal.
Oh, well done, Robbie Neely. He looked like out.
Well, Tony,
gone and out.
They can knock him out, they can belt him up, but he's just kicked a goal. And if he goes off the ground now, Tony, he's done something to that Spencer. He has kicked a goal from getting knocked out. Anyway.
Yep. Okay, it's East Ringwood now. They'll be 4-7-31. And East Burwood will be 3 goals straight, 18. 11 shots to 3.
Yes, there should be a mile in front, Tony.
13-point lead. There's a bounce now. Up they go. And Peter Baker got that knockout. The ball's in the centre forwards. It's getting free kick going to East Burwood. Chivers looking for a free kick. And the ball is up towards the centre half forward position. Punch the ball from behind. In comes East Burwood now. Ball! Yes!
Beautiful tackle by Darryl.
Yes, gorgeous tackle. And Darryl Ferguson kicks the ball up towards the half-forward line. The ball will run out of bounds. No one will get there, and the ball will be thrown in. East Ringwood 4-7-31, and East Burwood a 3 straight 18. Here's a throw-in now. Up they go, ball knocked down, grabbed by Ferguson. Ferguson kicking towards the boundary line. Out come the East Burwood players and rush the ball to the boundary line, and it'll be thrown in. Plenty of talking going on out there as the ball's been thrown back into play. Ball knocked down, grabbed by the East Burwood players, nearly tackled. Now the whistle's gone and a free kick going to East Burwood in the back pocket. Which way is he going? Goes up towards the centre of the ground. Up goes DV from behind. He should have tried to punch that one probably. Picked up by the East Burwood player who drives it up towards the forward zone. Cameraman pushes the ball down towards Chris Amble, and Amble's away on the left foot, and a beautiful pass, beautiful mark by, that's Timmy Corbett. No, it's David Peart who is absolutely burning, drives the ball up towards the forward line, more there, punches the ball away. Here's a chance now, picked up by the East Burwood players to clear the ball, back in towards the centre. Hubbard's there in front, he might nearly get a free kick. Look at Hubby, courageous stuff, and the ball goes out of bounds.
The mark, Tone.
Yes. Now, out of bounds. Ball thrown in. Ball knocked down. Grabbed by Hubby, drives it forward up towards Marty. No mark. Play on. It's in the forward pocket. Mimi's there. He's got the run of the ball. He's pushing along in front of him. He's lost it. It'll be nearly in the back now. The East Burwood player went over his teammate. Grabbed by Marty. No, a handball, and East Burwood will get out of trouble. Drive it out wide, out towards the boundary line. Nifty over there, doing well on his wing. Ball up towards the centre wing. East Ringwood get the ball. Darryl Ferguson swings the ball around. They crash.
Marty Stewart, a beautiful mark.
And a free kick to Marty.
I'd say he took the mark.
I think he's paid a free kick, Les, the interpretation round the neck.
I should be looking at me monitor then, shouldn't I? Anyway, Marty's going to take the kick.
Okay, Les, no worries. You take it, mate.
Right, Marty Stewart with the ball. He'd be approximately 45 metres out on a slight angle, but with Marty's ability of kicking goals, should have no problems there. The goals are very open on this ground, and he is a delightful shot for goal. In he comes. Marty Stewart with the ball. In he comes. It'll be a good one right on the bell. Here's a beautiful kick by Marty Stewart, but it's gone off the side of his foot and through for 1 point. The scoreboard reads, Tony.
4-8, 32 East Ringwood to 3 straight 18. I think it'll be a long quarter though, Les.
Yes, and here comes the full-back Sutherland to bring the ball back into play. Here he comes. He's coming to the grandstand side. He's persevering with out there is Spencer. In there is Rob Neely. But Spencer takes a fine mark, or is it? Yes, yeah. Spencer's mark.
You've got to try and kick it away from him, of course.
Right, Spencer's got the ball. Here he comes. He kicks it out here. DV's there. So over the pack. Coming through there hard was Hubbard. Hubbard.
Ball! No,
Leon says the umpire diving in there, and the umpire said, give it to me, fellas, and I'll ball it up on the centre wing. Umpire Hayward with the ball. Trying to calm the players down.
The ball comes back. Tolly's trying to get it.
Umpire Hayward with the ball in the centre wing that we've been playing about 28 minutes of this first term. Here's the bounce of the ball in the 1987 grand final. In there's Chris Lee, but beautiful tap down by Karen Moran. Out to Jimmy Corbett. Corbett comes in, but he just went out.
Oh, umpire.
A little bit stiff, but he went out of bounds on the centre wing. Here's the boundary umpire to throw it back in. Here he comes. He'll throw it in. Here's the throw in by the centre umpire. In there, Spencer. Over the back was Moran. Moran gets the punch down. Corbett hits over the top. Coming through there is Oswald, but the ball will go out of bounds on the centre wing. Here's the throw in. The boundary umpire right on the centre wing in front of the grandstand. He'll throw the ball in. In there, Spencer and Moran. No, it's Spencer with Rob Neely. Spencer nearly gets the tap down. Hubbard goes in there hard, picked up by Dave Peart. Out comes Chivers. Peter Bate with the ball, handballs to Chivers. Chivers with the ball in front of him, missed the run of the play. Coming through there is Oswald, and the umpire says play on. He kicks the ball to centre half forward. In there is Cook and Martin Toll. Toll gets the ball to the ground. Amwell overruns the ball.
There's the siren, Les.
And there's the siren to end the quarter. And that'll be the quarter time scores, Tony.
4 goals, 8, 32 East Ringwood. And East Burwood are 3 straight 18. Now Les is going to pop out into the middle and get some interviews, and if I can just have a look at the monitor here. I doubt if I can swing it around. Les is going to get some interviews now. If I can just pick Les up here.
You tell me, Tony, when you want me. You tell me when you want me.
Okay, mate. You just go and find someone, mate.
Give me a yell, will you?
You grab someone and let me know. David Quinn, there's Quinny there.
Hello, Brian.
Okay. Yes, go, Les.
Right, Dave.
Go ahead,
the score at quarter time is 4-8 to 3 goals. What do you think of the first quarter, mate?
Yeah, it was an exciting first quarter. I thought East Ringwood had most of the play, but just couldn't put the score on the board. Obviously, kicking 8 points, I'm sure Ray would be disappointed with that. Probably 2 or 3 goal breeze blowing too there, so it's, those missed chances could be rather important by the end of the day.
The back line of East.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Chrissy Amwell's got them talking. You can hear it from the boundary line. They really got their act together. I was pleased to see Marty Toll move back on Cookie. Obviously a very, very good player. And those 2 goals that he kicked, or 1 goal he's kicked, he looks to it. So I think it's a good move to put Martin Toll back on.
Our little blokes are winning.
Yes.
Ferguson, Corbett,
yes.
Round the pack, so I think they're doing the right thing. And of course, to tell you the truth, I think that Spencer's not as controlling the aerial strength as what he was in the second semi either.
And as well as that, I believe the centre line players of East Ringwood are on top. I think Bert's playing.
I thought they were excellent.
He started off like a rocket.
As did Craig Vincent, which is good to see. I think the problem with East, though, was that we didn't go direct enough. less. I think that's by looting out to the pocket probably why they kicked those points.
Dave, I think they're thinking about what happened in that second semi too, because they went straight down the ground the second semi, and of course Spencer took everything at the half-back line, so yes, I think they've got that in the back of their mind.
That could be so, but I'd say that honours that quarter went to East Ringwood. It's going to be now up to them to fight hard against them, and I think they can because they seem to be running the ball better. East Burwood kicked their 3 goals in the space of 3 minutes, and apart from that, they didn't even look like getting onto their ball. So if East Ringwood can hold them out as they did for most of the quarter and continue to run the ball, I think East Ringwood should be in a handy position at half-time.
All right, Dave, well, we'll have Dave Quinn back at half-time to give you a little bit more about the game. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Les.
Thanks, Les.
Right, goal kickers up to quarter time. Marty Stewart with 2, David Peart with 1, and Rob Neely with 1. As you were listening to David Quinn at quarter time, he was saying about the excellent play of David Peart on a wing, and of course Nifty on the other wing, Rob Hubbard in the centre, Chris Hamill on the back line, and of course I thought Darryl Ferguson and Jimmy Corbett doing a lot around the packs. But the only thing that let East down in that first term was their straight kicking, and Tone, well, they've got to sharpen that up. You can lose finals with crooked kicking.
Yep, that's for sure. Okay, nearly ready to start. There's a couple of balls still out in the ground, so...
Yeah, I can't understand them, Tone, the way they do it.
No. Unbelievable. Okay.
The umpires are clearing them now.
Yep.
It's over to you, Tony, to start the ball rolling.
No worries. It's 4-8, 32, 12 shots to 3 straight 18, and East Burwood have the breeze this term going downhill, and East Burwood going uphill. I'm not sure if Ray's made any moves as yet. I don't think he's changed the 2 interchange.
Rob Neely's gone to the forward pocket, but I think that might have been at the start. I'm not
yes.
Sure.
And yeah, the forward line's the same. Corbett, Munro and Mimi, the forward line's still the same, so I don't think Ray's worried at the moment. Here we go. Start the second term of the grand final of the EDFL. First division with East Ringwood 4-8, 32, and East Burwood a 3 straight 18. Here we go in the second term. The ball's been knocked out by the East Burwood player. He's tackled. That was McInerney. Ball comes out wide out here. It's picked up by East Burwood. Lee in towards the forward pocket. The ball's running towards the boundary line. It's still in play though. It's pretty deceiving. On the left foot, it's coming around, and 1 point.
East Burwood. The points too.
3-1, 19. East Ringwood 4-8, 32, and kicking the ball in will be Chris Hamill. East Ringwood captain. Kicks in, he goes out wide to DV. Well, he's got to touch it or else he was right there on the spot because...
No, Tony was out, he never touched it.
Oh, the umpire was right there.
Yeah, umpire right there. Trollope with the ball.
Trollope will take the free kick. Trollope goes for a pass, and it's come off to Cook. It might be 15-2. No, Cook's got the ball. This is Stewie Cook now. Lining up for East Burwood's 4th goal. Put him 7 points down if he puts it in. Punts for goal. It's right through the middle. You can tell by the crowd down there. And East Burwood 4-1, 25. East Ringwood 4-8, 32.
They got that, Tony, in the first minute and a half too. Yep. 90 seconds.
Well, East Ringwood just got to work a bit harder.
It was a bit stiff with a kick out from Chris. DV just missed getting to it.
Yeah, that's footy though. Anyway, ball coming back to the centre with umpire Dixon. It was the other bloke Henwood, I think. Here's the bounce. DV knocks the ball down to Hubby. Good play, Hubbard over to Baker. And Baker now driving the ball up towards the forward line. Marty Stewart! No! Couldn't take the mark. Rob Neely's there. East Burwood will clear up. Baker in the back umpire, and he'll take the free kick. Peter Baker quickly handballs it on towards David Peart. David Peart with a long kick up towards Simon Moore. Oh, he just couldn't hold on to it. And East Burwood will clear the ball out towards the boundary line. Ferguson over there takes the mark. Ferguson, he ducks around, away he goes. He's got pace, he slips over. Baker. Peter Baker lining up the big ones. Simon Moore, they punch it to the ground. And the whistle has gone, and a free kick going to East Burwood in the back pocket. East Ringwood 4-8, 32 to 4-1, 25. Whistle's gone. Now what's happening? He's got to kick over the mark.
Bit technical that one, Tony.
Yes, yeah. Oh, the guy's a bit technical sometimes, isn't he, Les? Top bloke, but he's a bit technical.
Keep going, Nipper. Hey, Troller.
So the East Burwood player will have to kick over the mark, and there's his torpedo punt out towards the centre wing, half-forward flank, more like it on the East Ringwood half-forward line, and the whistle has gone
Ferguson.
on the shoulder, and Ferguson will take the free kick. Here's the kick now up towards the forward line. Robbie Neely. In comes Nifty. Handball's over the top. Good play. Hubbard. What's he done? 1 point. That should have been a goal, Les.
Yes, Tony. Robbie usually kicks those ones, but that's the way it is.
Yep, 4-9 East Ringwood. 33.
So there's Trollope leading from this wing to that wing.
You go, Les.
Right, the Trollope kicks the ball down there, and a nice mark by David Peart, who's shaping up to be the best player on the ground at present. He does a short pass into over the top of the head, couldn't see the player. Over Hubbard's head, coming through, there's the East Burwood player, drives the centre half forward over the top. Nearly marked by Featherson, pushing the ball through there as Griggsy misses the run of the ball, coming through is hard. Martin Toll, handballs over the top of the East Burwood player, and here they come, shooting towards goals, and they bang it straight through. That's the difference in the game at present, Tony. East Burwood kicking straight, East Ringwood kicking crooked.
That's what happened in the second semi too.
Scoreboard reads, Tony.
It's 4-9, 33 to 5-1, 31. So it's 2 points the difference in the grand final of the EDFL First
Division. They're back in the centre of the ground with umpire Haywood to bounce the ball. We've been playing 4.5 minutes of this second term.
I think
Here's the bounce of the ball. Dixon it is. Right, up goes the ball. In comes Darren Vincent. Gets up high, misses the run of the ball. Coming through is the East Burwood player. Pushes it out to Bailey. Bailey misses the run of the ball. Coming through is East Burwood again. Handballs back to McInerney. McInerney going on the right foot. Grab him, fellas. Kicks the ball to the half-forward flank. Here's the leading players and a great mark. Play on was Lewis. Tackle hard, but it's Keneally. Bang! Shoots at goals. And it's straight through the centre again.
By 4 points. East Burwood now 6-1, 37. East Ringwood 4-9, 33. 4 point lead, and East Ringwood have had 13 shots to 7 and are trailing by 4 points.
Right, it's the first time they hit the front. East Burwood, of course. Here's the umpire, the ball back in the centre with the umpire, which is Haywood this time. Here's umpire Haywood to bounce the ball. In there's Darren Vincent. Here it comes. No, it's Robbie Neely in there this time. Neely takes the ball out of the sky. Picked up there was Jim Corbett over the shoulder, and Corbett to take the free. No, it says give it to me, fellas, and I'll ball it up. Once again, right in the centre of the ground. Umpire Haywood with the ball. He'll ball it up. Here it goes. There's the bounce of the ball. In comes the... Oh, nice punch down by Kieran Moran, but it's straight to McInerney of East Burwood. Drives to the half-forward flank, and a mark by Lee.
Is East Ringwood player in trouble? Robbie Neely's in trouble again.
He's been hit again.
He's in real trouble this time.
Right.
Doesn't know where he is, I don't think, Les.
Here's Lee with the ball. Here he is. Lee with the ball, and it's a big kick. Oh, and it's a glorious kick right through the centre, Tony, to bring the scoreboard
7-1, 43 to 4-9, 33, and East Burwood lead by 10 points.
Hitting right on top, Tony, at this stage.
East Ringwood just got to work a little harder.
Well,
see Smokey's warming up, Les, so...
right. Well, I think poor Robbie's had a pretty torrid time out there.
It's pretty warm.
Come on, Smokey!
Ball coming back to the centre, and the umpire will bounce the ball.
In there is DV. He goes up with Spencer. Spencer wins the tap down. Martin Toll overruns the ball. Coming through Darryl Griggs. Coming through there hard was Kieran Moran. Pushes the ball forward. Loses the ball was the East Ringwood player. Coming through there hard was Nifty Vincent. And Hubbard gets it. Handballs over the top. Vincent again goes in, and it'll go out of bounds on the outer side wing. There's the throw in from the outer side wing. In there is Spencer and Robbie Neely back there fighting it out again. Tough man, Rob Neely. Spencer gets the ball down, grabs it, tries to hit the ball forward, picked up by and Rob Neely drives the ball to the half-forward line, but Warner takes the mark. Plays on, kicks the ball to the centre wing. In there is Kieran Moran from behind and takes a good mark. Playing a good game on the half-back line. Handballs over the top. Who to? Hubbard. Hubbard's got the ball. Oh, what was that kick?
Smothered.
Must have been smothered. Hit down by the East Ringwood player. Baker coming through there. Drives into the centre of the ground. Coming through there is picked up by Chivers. Chivers goes through hard. Handballs out to Darryl Ferguson. Handballs over to Moore. Moore's got the run of the play. Moore throws it out here towards Marty Stewart. Stewart misses the ball. Coming through for the East Burwood player. Kicks it back there, and it's Darren Chivers takes the mark. And Chivers has got the ball. Chivers with the ball. He's hurt himself.
He's in trouble. Gee, East Ringwood
Darren Chivers.
Sore and sorry at the moment.
He fell on the ball. He could be a little bit winded, does Darren Chivers.
Yep. Well, this is Chivs once he gets up.
Chivs, he's got up. He looks like he was just winded.
He's a tough man.
Yes, he's just winded. He's got the ball on the line. Here he comes. He's got the ball.
Just telling old Jack Hancock there he's okay, and good to see Jack at the foot.
Darren Chivers with the ball. Where's the leads? Coming from the forward line. They're going to let him kick. No.
Hey, look at it.
To Mason. Mason drives the ball. He's come onto the ground.
I'll be in the back,
kick against Simon Moore, and it goes to the Spencer of the East Burwood side. Spencer will come out this grandstand side.
No,
here he's going up the centre of the ground. No, he goes the other side now. In front was Martin Toll. Pushes the ball down to the ground with Karen Moran. Caught holding the ball. The umpire says play on. Here's Darren Mason with the ball. He's going along that centre and drives a pass into Marty Stewart. And Stewart's got the mark. Stewart with the ball. Here he comes. Stewart with the ball.
Come on, Marty, we need it, son.
He's drive the ball in the centre line. In there again. Jimmy Corbett from the back. Who's got it? And it's rushed through for 1 point to bring the scoreboard.
4-10, 34, 7-1, 43, and the East Burwood player kicking in. He's going to go
Armstrong to bring the ball back into play.
This is Armstrong now kicking in. Doesn't know what to do now. He decides to kick straight down the ground. He goes straight down, and a good mark for the East Burwood player by Lee. Lee's taken the mark and brought back Baker 15 metres. And Lee now kicking the ball up towards the forward zone. Up they go. Ball hits the deck. Chris Amble there diving on the ball, trying to get it out, and the umpire comes in and will ball it up. It's 7-1-43 to 14-34. And there's the bounce. Up they go in the forward line. East Ringwood have got to get something as East Burwood go into attack, and the ball's bouncing towards the forward line. Oh, might be a free kick. No. Stacks on the mill, and the East Burwood players keep it in their forward line, and it'll be a ball up. 4-10 plays 7-1. There's a bounce. Up goes DV, knocks the ball down. East Ringwood trying to clear the ball out there. In goes Oswald there, he's trying to push the ball along. East Ringwood have got to get this ball out of this defensive zone. Tackled, play on. Now Griggsy gets it. Griggsy kicks it where to? Spencer, he's lumbering after it. East Burwood get out of it. Kick the ball towards the boundary line. And now it runs out of bounds and it'll be thrown in. 7-1, 4-10, 34 to 43. Ball thrown back into play. Up they go, ball knocked down, grabbed by East Burwood. Spun out of the pack, in comes Darren Chivers now, breaking through. He's caught. Could have been holding the ball, but Amble's there to help out. Hubby was there as well. East Burwood get the ball now, drive it up towards their forward line. Martin Toll there with Cook. DV pushes it over. Cook's there though for East Burwood. It's been picked up and shot towards goal and gone through for 1 point. East Burwood 7-2, 44. East Ringwood 4-10,
about time they
34.
Missed one, Tony, too.
Yes, so it's 10 points in favour of East Burwood.
Dawson going on.
Right. Mimi coming off for Dawson.
Mimi off, Dawson on.
Thank you, Mr. Braddles.
He took Mimi's spot.
Now this is the ball kicking in. Chris Amble's there to take the grab, but in comes Nifty. And Nifty running around. Looks like he might be on the ball. Chivers, get a kick in, son. He does. Out towards Darryl Ferguson, who takes the mark. This is Darryl Ferguson now. On the left foot he goes. Up towards Brett Munro. Couldn't take the mark. Play on East Burwood. Bottle it up, and it's going to be a ball up. Oh, Smokey. What are you doing, Smokey? Smokey, what are you doing, son? He's going to try and knock the umpire's head off. Smokey just come on the ground. Here's the bounce. Robbie Neely's still there. Grabbed by the ball. umpire, but East Burwood will try and get out of it here. Ball! Smokey, great tackle, son. Well done. And Smokey Dawson. Oh, it's on here. Brett Munro and 15 metres. Smokey Dawson should kick this, Les.
Well, Barry should nearly kick this.
It'll build his confidence sky
East Burwood
high.
are kicking them, Tony, so East Ringwood's got to start kicking these goals.
That's right.
That's all there is to it. If they want to be in the game, they've got to kick the hard ones, not the easy ones.
Come on, Smokey, we need you, son.
It's going to drop short.
Maury. Brown. Yes. And Simon Moore's taking the mark.
A beautiful mark, Tony.
Yes.
That proves you've got to be in front, and that's what young Simon Moore did, and he's in front, and he's got the mark.
It's a Simon Moore. He should kick this one. Good kick by Smokey. He's centred it up there. And Simon
need this
Moore.
one
We
badly.
certainly do. Comes in. Punts for goal.
Right through the centre.
And puts it through. And East Ringwood. 5-10-40. 5-10-40. East Burwood 7 at 7-2. I think the scoreboard's a bit behind. 7-2-44. So it's 4 points in favour of East Burwood. And we've been playing, Les?
We've been playing, Tony, 14 minutes of this
14 minutes,
second
plenty
quarter
of time
in
in
the
the
1987 Grand Final.
Right, ball coming back to the centre. There's a bounce. Up they go. The big ruckman go up and the ball's been knocked down. Baker's in there. Gets thrown to the ground. Ball's over there on the far side. East Ringwood trying to get it out. East Burwood trying to get it. Oh! Yeah. The umpire's played holding the ball. No, it's free kick going to East Burwood, I think.
East Ringwood.
East Ringwood. I saw the umpire running back the other way and I thought it was theirs. The ball's on there on the far side
Martin
now.
Toll.
Martin Toll driving it up towards the forward line. Up to Simon Moore! Oh, what a screamer!
Wonderful mark by Simon Moore.
Yeah, well, we tipped this last fortnight ago.
I
To
tipped
put
it
him
a
on
fortnight ago, I certainly did.
Ray Davies sending
So they
directions.
just got Spencer in there. No, none of the big blokes for East getting there, see?
No. Spencer punches it down. Dawson snaps and he's missed it. Smokey should have gobbled that one up, Les.
Tony, they're not good enough to miss goals like that.
No. Smokey should have swallowed that.
That's where East are down and the forwards are not capping it off. They've got to have had more play than what East Burwood has.
Certainly have 5-11-41, 7-2-44. The ball's been kicked in over there on the far side of the ground. And Corbett now, we've got to get something out of this.
Nifty.
Nifty's got it now, and Nifty lines up, and I think he's hit the post. He has. You see that post wobbling. Fair dingham. Another miss. Now 7-5-12-42, and Warner gets the ball from the back pocket. Handballs it now. East Burwood running the ball. Spencer back to Warner. Oh, he's nearly caught. They get out of trouble. Oh, Baker! Good tackle, but it wasn't paid. Play on. Oh, Warner driving the ball long up towards the forward line. East Ringwood defenders have got to be there to tap the ball away. Tackle, play on. In they come, out they go. Got to get the run of the ball. But East Burwood do. Les take it over.
Right, Lee's got the ball, drives the ball forward. It's all East Burwood, and he takes a mark 20 metres out on the slight angle. And I can't pick up the number of the East Burwood player. It's Cook again.
That's
Cook's
unbelievable, Les. We had that up there for 5 minutes and got to go.
Well, that's what I'm just saying.
Yep.
Tony Dawson missed that easy snapshot, could have got it. It would have been a different ball game. Now Cook's going for goal. He must have kicked 3 or 4. I haven't... 3?
Yep, I think so. I'm not sure.
He's kicked 2. He's going for his 3rd. Here he comes. And he's put it through the centre. And this is the difference in the game at present, is the straight kicking by the East Burwood side.
Yeah, well, 8-2 they are, 50-5-12-42. And East Ringwood just have to steady a little bit, I think, when they get the ball down there and put them through, you know, like they just, in the last couple of, the last 3 weeks, they haven't been able to kick, like last week they kicked 11-14 or something, so...
Right, here's the umpire, Dixon in the centre of the ground to bounce the ball. Up it goes, in goes Nearly and Spencer. Spencer taps it down, taken by Ferguson. Handballs out to Mason, who backpedals and misses the run of the ball. Goes over to the 37 of East Burwood, which is Mutimer. He drives the ball forward. Coming through there is Darryl Griggs. Griggs has got the ball, drives the centre for the half forward, but he kicks it straight to East Burwood, which is poor football. Here's Lee with the ball on the centre wing, the outer wing. He will kick the ball long. Here it goes. It's a big kick. Down the in there is DV to take a fine mark. I think it is DV or Chris Amble. I'm not sure.
It's 15 metres anyway, Les.
No, Ian Simons. Simons with the ball. Here he comes. He's going to the far side of the ground. Kicks the centre half forward. Who's the bloke there? It's Jimmy Corbett trying to mark over big men, and you can't do it, Jim. You've got to be in front. But it might have been the kick that dropped short. Here's the East Burwood player with the ball. He kicks short. Here comes a lead. Over the top was Martin Toll. Pushes the ball, picked up by the East Burwood player, which was McInerney. Drives the full forward. Coming through there hard was the East Burwood player. Handballs over the top to Ferguson. Ferguson's got the run of the ball. Balks around. Goes for a bounce once. Gets onto the left foot. Handballs over the centre to Chris Amble. Chris Amble misses the ball. Poor football. Coming through there hard. He's caught. Umpire. Play on, he says. In the centre of the ground. Coming through there hard. Coming through there was Oswald. Oswald nearly loses the run of the ball. Handballs backwards. Coming through Lee. Lee with the ball. Handballs again forward. Picked up by the East Burwood player. Drives there. Coming through there is the East Burwood player. Dropping the ball, umpire. Play on, he says.
Chivers.
Picked up by Ferguson again. Drives in the centre of the ground. Here is Simon Moore from behind. Coming through is the East Burwood players. Pushes the ball out. Coming through there hard was Spencer, and Spencer takes the free kick too high. Here comes Spencer out here. It's all Nifty Vincent against two of them. It's not fair. And it's a free kick to Craig Vincent.
Well, he's got the free kick, Les, and this is Nifty now. Nifty's got the ball on centre wing. This is Craig Vincent. Centre wing looking for somewhere to kick the ball.
Here he comes. And Munro takes a nice mark in the centre of the ground.
Kick this, Les.
Munro with the ball. Here he goes, he's going long. There's a big kick into the high flyers wanted. Who's there? Simon Moore, but it's Big Spencer. Every time kicks to Spencer. Where's the big blokes for the East Ringwood side? Here's the kick. It kicks to the outer side of the wing. Coming through there is Peter Baker in front. It's all East Burwood. Hits the ground. Robbie Hubbard picks the ball up. Handballs back to Corbett. Corbett's got the ball on the left foot. Nearly got caught. Handballs over the top to Mason. Mason going towards goal. Gets caught. Picked up by Ferguson. Hooks over the shoulder. But it's all
through for 1 point.
Spencer, and he pumps it through for 1 point for the scoreboard reading, Tony.
5-13, 43 to 8-2. It is 58-250, and the East Burwood player kicking the ball in. He's going out towards the centre of the ground. Best way home. Robbie Neely's there. Nifty knocks the ball down, and the umpire's paid a mark to Lee of East Burwood. Lee of East Burwood's got the ball on the half-back line. 50 plays 43. There's the kick now, straight down the ground. Oh, two East Ringwood players there could raffle it. Oh, it's smothered off the boot, and here's a chance for East Burwood now to get a chance. Baker's hubby's there. Over to DV, over to Baker. He slips over. Baker back towards Hubby. Hubby now setting the ball. Oh, has he taken it on the boundary line? Oh! Darryl nearly cleaned the boundary umpire up. This is Ferguson going towards the forward line. Oh, the East Burwood player dumps the ball to the ground. Hubbard's in there, diving on the ball. He's got a free kick around the neck, and Hubby will take the free kick. Hubby handballs over to Darryl Ferguson. He'll have to go on the right foot. Goes for a pass. It doesn't come off. And Warner takes the mark. Handballs over the top to Lenny. Lenny now driving the ball in towards the centre of the ground. And McInerney's got it over the top again. The ball will bounce, thump towards the boundary line. Still in play. Toll, good play. Good play by Martin Toll. DV has a kick, goes in towards Jimmy Corbett. Jimmy Corbett has a look around. Now he goes on the left foot, goes one bounce. He could almost kick this, Corbett. He goes for a pass towards the forward line. The forward line letting us down. Whistles. Oh, free kick going to East Ringwood.
No, it's against Robbie.
Oh, is it? It's going back. The umpire, the way he signalled, looked like it was going to us, but ball coming back. East Ringwood had another thrust there, and they just can't kick goals. That's the problem. If you don't kick goals, you don't win. Spencer, is it? Got the ball.
I don't know what's going on, Tony. It stops starting.
Yeah, he's handballing it. Oh,
see, this Spencer's across that back line again, Tony. Yep. Why they don't pick it up and get somebody to play him, I'll never know.
Yep, the ball's...
like it's man on man. There's 18 players out there and he's by himself all the time.
Yep, that's right. Baker's got the ball.
Ridiculous.
Baker kicks it over towards Corbett who takes the mark.
Super. Mate.
Corbett centering the ball.
I've got a bias.
Dawson!
Nearly.
And Neely's got it. Rob Neely. Now,
Been playing.
now what's happening? Here he goes. Ferguson. Could be 15. No. Now, Darryl should kick this.
Well,
he's on his right
He's
side.
short past.
Has he? Oh.
Hey, Lex.
And he's dropped it. Mason.
Mason. Whoa, don't do that, Maso. Don't start mucking around. Whoa. And it's on again. Players getting a bit upset. It's a goal to East Ringwood. 6 goals, 13-49. They're 1 point down on East Burwood, 8-2-50. And we've played, Les?
23 minutes, Tony.
23 minutes.
I thought Darryl would have had a shot there.
Yeah,
Tony,
I did
but
too. I had the eyes down and he's gone for the pass.
Done it a little bit quick for me too.
But it paid off and goal,
Yes,
and
as long
that's
as
what
we
we
get the
need.
goal on the board, and that's what we need. But it still wasn't a direct kick. It's just
No.
a, you know, Tone. It's
Yeah.
you've got to get purpose. about
Okay,
shooting
Les,
for
yours,
goal.
mate.
Right in the centre of the ground with umpire Dixon. He'll bounce the ball. In there is Spencer again. Coming through there is DV. Picked up by Peter Baker. He handballs down. Coming through there hard in the back. It's got to be, and it's going to.
Jimmy Corbett. No, Darryl Griggs.
No, it's going. I can't pick it up.
Griggs.
Darryl Griggs.
Yep.
Darryl Griggs with the ball in the centre of the ground. He's got to come long. He's got to get the next goal. He short passes out here to Kieran Moran. Moran in there with Featherston. Moran hits the ball down. He's a bit slow. Coming through there is McInerney. McInerney's got the ball. Kicks onto the right foot. It's all East Burwood out here. Will he get at this bloke? No, he misses the run of the ball and it'll go out of bounds in the centre wing and a throw in front of the grandstand. Here's the throw in now from the boundary umpire. We've been playing 25 minutes. We're going into time on this second term of the 1987 grand final. Here it comes. Oh, free kick. No play on, says the umpire. Handballs it back. Hubbard tackles very hard. Coming through there. And what's he paid? A free kick to East Burwood. East Burwood's got the ball. And it's McInerney. Number 26. No, Sheridan, I should say. Sheridan with the ball. And it's into time on. Here he comes. He's kicked the ball. It's a beautiful kick. And it's gone through for a goal. Oh, right. They're kicking them from anywhere, this
They
club.
are, they certainly
And the
did.
scoreboard reads.
It's 9-2-56. The scoreboard missed a point, I'm pretty sure of that. 9-2-56 to 6-13-49.
Right, we're coming back into the centre of the ground with umpire Dixon. We're into time on in this second quarter. Rob Neely back into the centre bounces against Spencer. Here comes the bounce of the ball by umpire Dixon. In goes Rob Neely. Spencer from behind. Spencer gets the tap down. Coming through there hard was Darryl Griggs, but misses the run of the ball. Going out
Chris
there is
Hamill.
Chris Hamill. Balks one opponent, comes in hard. Loses
He's in
possession,
trouble,
dropping
Chris,
the ball, and it goes against Anmore. Here comes the East Burwood player. Handballs over the top. Coming through there, drives the ball long. Who's down there for the East Ringwood side? At the back was Featherston to take a mark. 20 yards out, straight in front of the goals. And here they are. In front of goals, 20 yards out, direct. Should not miss this one, but they're due to miss one, I'll tell you that.
No, it's too close. You'll kick this.
Here he comes, Featherston with the ball, running in very purposefully. And he, oh,
I think it's through, Les.
he's just snuck it in, and it's through for the scoreboard reads.
10 goals to 62 to 6 goals 13-49.
Right, Tone, it's 27 minutes gone in this
right.
second term.
I'll take it over from here, Les. Here we go, back in the centre. As the ball gets back. Here's the bounce, up they go. East Ringwood badly need goals, I can tell you that now. East Burwood get it out of the centre again and play on to the call. The ball going towards the forward pocket for East Burwood, still in play. That back line will have to tighten up a bit, East Ringwood, and the ball runs out of bounds, will be thrown in. It's 10 goals 2 to 6 goals, 13. So it's 19 shots to 12, and they're in front, East Burwood, because they're kicking straighter. Boundary umpire whipping the ball back into play. Up goes DV, but the ball's been knocked out. Stacks on the mill. Amwell's there trying to get out. He's tackled. Here's a chance for East Burwood. They've got the numbers. And the umpire will ball it up. Chivers is on the bottom of that pack. And the umpire will ball it up right in the forward pocket for East Burwood, about 15 metres out from their goal. He moves in from the boundary line a bit. East Ringwood will have to bottle it up. Up they go. Ball knocked down. Oswald's there. It's right in front of the East Burwood goal. It's been... Oh, it might be high. What's he going to do?
Free kick to East Ringwood, Tony.
Thank God for that, Les. Right in front of that goal. Kieran Moran. He's got to change it. He goes over towards Baker. Baker handballs it over towards Daryl Griggs. Griggs over towards Chris Amwell. This is better. Chris Amwell driving the ball up towards the forward line, but the East Burwood defenders are there to clean up easily and take the mark. Here's the kick out wide, out towards this side. Oh, look at this. This East Burwood player McInerney had 5 metres on Smokey. The ball goes in towards the centre. And a mark for East Burwood. Up towards the forward line. They're doing it quite easily at the moment. Up they go. Ball hits the deck in. They come. Oh, Tolly's grabbed it. He's gone towards the boundary line. Hubby will mark this. Oh, Snipo! But Hubby's taken the mark. And here's Hubby now. Kicking the ball where 2 munners. 2 against 1, and the ball will run out of bounds right in front of us here of the commentary position. Right in the Avis truck here we are. And the ball's thrown in right in front of us here. Siren to go any tick of the clock for half time. Oh, Spencer does it easily. Knocks the ball down to Jimmy Corbett. Corbett now running through. He's got to kick a goal or something. It's bouncing, it's bouncing. Marty will get a free kick against him.
He was behind, Tony.
And he pushed him, and as soon as he pushed him, he knew he did the wrong thing. There's the kick. East Burwood drive the ball back in towards the centre. Nifty tries to punch the ball down to the ground. Mason's there in the forward pocket. He's sending it towards Simon Moore now. Steady down, Simon. Have a look at the goals, son. Now, Simon, if he took his time, he could almost kick this one.
Oh, Tony, he should kick that one.
Yes, sir.
It's only 40 metres out.
Yep. And East Ringwood badly netted. There's the kick. In they go, East Burwood will clear it up. It's
on the full.
Out on the... Oh, no, it's not. It's bounced, still in play. And now out of bounds. Beautiful kick by the East Burwood player. He put it right on the line, right inside the line there. Ball will be thrown back into play. Up they go. Ball knocked down. In they go. Oswald tackled. Baker was there. Rob Neely. It's ball umpire. No, it's held to him, he said. And it's going to be a ball up. 6 goals, 13, 10 goals, 2. About the 30-minute mark. Siren will go any tick of the clock. There's the knockdown. Dawson smothered off the boot, kicked out on the full, and a free kick going to East Ringwood. Smokey Dawson's there to take the kick. Do something with it, Smokey. Centering the ball. Baker. Oh, Amwell. Amwell's there. They dive on it. Whistle goes. On the shoulder. Free kick to East Ringwood. Nifty.
Come on, Barry.
Do something, Nifty. How's that time, Les?
Been playing 31, Tony.
Well, we need a forward thrust here. Oh, Maury! Yes!
Now, Tony, these are the ones you got to kick.
Yep. They try and kick them out of their backsides most of the time. And this is Moore. He's on an angle, but there's plenty of daylight there.
Oh, he should kick it.
Yeah. Come on, Simon, we need it, son.
Right on the bell, Tony. It's a real needed goal, this one. No.
Off the side. And out of bounds.
Out on the full.
Out in the full. Free kick to East Burwood in the back pocket.
Been going 32 and a half minutes, Tony.
And there's the siren. You're right, Les. That would have been handy. So at half-time here in the EDFL First Division Grand Final, it's East Ringwood trailing 6-13-49. and East Burwood are 10 goals to 62 at half-time. Hey, now, Les is going to be talking with David Quinn at the half-time break. Okay, Les, over to you, mate.
Right, Dave Quinn with me again. David, the second quarter, what do you think?
Well, it's really East Burwood's quarter, Les. They kicked 4 goals in the first 6 minutes, kicked 7 for the quarter, to East's 2, and yet, surprisingly, I thought East Ringwood had to play for a good part of the quarter.
I can't work it out, Dave. They are just not capitalising on the opportunities that the forwards are getting. They're just not using the ball. They're up forward.
Well, I think they're running the ball well out of the ball. They're just soon, as you say, they seem to be falling down in that last guard and getting the ball through the big ones. You know, they seem to be lacking something up right in the forward zone itself. And Simon Moore's taken a couple of good marks, but unfortunately he hasn't been able to convert once he's done the hard work.
What can Ray do there, Dave?
Well, yeah, I think...
I don't think it's finished, Dave.
No, certainly not. In fact, I think East hasn't yet really hit the straps, and I think they just keep working hard. I think they are working hard. They're teaming well together, and it will come. They've obviously got to try and cut the East Burwood's goal scorers out. I mean, Cookie kicked another one. Well, I think Tolly's done a good job on him. But those first 4 goals, as I say, in 6 minutes, they've got that little bit of a run on. We just can't allow them to do that. We keep plugging away. I still believe East Burwood's got a very good chance to win the game.
Yeah, I can't see why they can't, Dave, because they're getting possession. I'd like to know the possession. I reckon East will be on top. Third for sure.
It was most unfortunate when Purdy went off.
Yes, playing well.
He went off halfway through that quarter, and I think they missed his drive from the centre. I think we're still playing well. Darryl is still playing a very good game. It's just now, really, it's now a matter of just persevering and just trying to kick goals instead of points.
All right, Dave, well, we'll get you back again at 3/4 time to talk about the third quarter, which is a vital quarter.
Yes, I'm sure Ray will, he'll steady the ball down, and he knows what it's all about, and I think if they just keep on keeping on the...
Yep, we're on. Okay, well, we're almost ready to start the third quarter. And East Ringwood trail by 13 points, 49 to 62.
Yes.
And
I would have stayed another couple of minutes.
Stirred them up then, mate. Stirred up in there then.
Were they?
who's that, Quinny? Ringwood? There's 2 East out there. So,
just there, mate.
Just about ready.
What in there? Right, Tony, here's the bounce of the ball. Right, here's the start of the third quarter, which is the usual grand final football quarter. Umpire Dixon to bounce the ball. Up it goes. In comes DV. Robbie Hubbard tries to grab it out of the air, but the umpire said, give it to me, fellas, and we'll ball it up once again in the centre of the ground. Umpire Haywood with the ball in the centre of the ground. This is the quarter that the sides have got to make or break. Here's the bounce of the ball, right in the centre. DV's in there. Spencer over the top. DV grabs it. Good stuff, son. Kicks the ball towards centre half forward. Picked up by the East Burwood player, Lenny. Kicks into the centre of the ground. Over the top was Animal. Punches the ball to the ground. Coming through there is the East Burwood player in 42, which is Collery. Collery kicks the ball to the half forward flank. And DV takes a nice mark on the half foot back line. Darren Vincent does a short pass, but too far over the top of Smokey Dawson's head. Coming out there is the East Burwood player and forces out on the outer wing.
Yep. So
here's the throw in on the centre wing on the outer side. Here it comes. In there is for the knock is Robbie Hubbard with Spencer. Spencer wins out, hits it down there towards Featherston. Featherston hits the ball to the ground. Coming through there hard was the East Burwood player in McInerney. Coming through there is the East Burwood player dropping the ball, but the umpire says play on and give it to me, and I'll ball it up on the outer side of the ground. Right, the umpire's out there, grabs the ball, which is umpire Haywood again. In he comes, he'll bounce the ball. There it goes, up, DV's in there. Hits it down straight, down to Hubbard. Hubbard loses possession of the ball. Coming through there is Chivers. Chivers wins out, kicks the ball to the half-forward line. Simon Moore too far, and it's kicked straight to Spencer again. Why they do it, I'll never know. Here comes Spencer with the ball, kicks in the centre of the ground. Who's in there? East Ringwood, Chris Hamill from behind, misses the run of the ball. Coming through there hard was Robbie Hubbard, I think. No, Chris Amwell, and he takes the free too high. And with the ball in the centre of the ground. Come on, Chris. Here's Amwell with the ball. He's in the centre of the ground. He's kicking wide. Out there, and it's a fine mark taken by Barry Dawson. Dawson needs a quick goal to start the East Ringwood side running in.
Liz.
It's a 2-minute mark of this third term, Tony.
Yep, well, Smokey...
Well, he's a boy that can kick the distance, so let's hope he can put it through. Here he comes in. He's a right foot kick. In he comes. Lining it up. Bang, there goes the kick. And it's gone right across goals. Not good enough. And it's through for 1 point. Scoreboard reads.
East Ringwood 6-14-50. 2 goals down on East Burwood, who are 10-62.
Right, here comes the fullback. Sutherland in, kicks to the grandstand side. McInerney runs for it, misses the run of the ball. Baker coming in, but I'll beat him out of bounds and a throw in on the centre wing.
No, it's a free kick. No one touched the ball.
Right, Baker's got the ball. In he comes, kicks to the half-forward flank. Leading out is Marty Stewart in front and takes a good mark.
Should be 15.
And Stewart with the ball. Here he is. Marty kicked one there last Saturday, right in front of the Brain Trust, and he put it right through the centre. See if he can do it today. Marty Stewart with the ball. Lining it up. In he comes. And it's a big kick going towards goal. And it's right through the centre.
Oh, great goal.
A beautiful goal by Marty Stewart to bring up his third.
And East Ringwood, 7 goals, 14. 56 are only 1 goal down on East Burwood now. 10 goals, 2-62.
They've taken 3.5 minutes to kick a tone. That's good game.
Yep.
Here are the goals you got to kick, which they weren't kicking in the first half.
Right, ball back in the centre, coming back to the centre with the umpire. It's a goal of difference here in the grand final of the EDFL First Division. Umpire putting the ball down. East Ringwood have got to kick the next one now. There's the bounce, up they go. DV's in there. Spencer caught, and the umpire has paid.
DV's kick.
Yeah, DV, free kick. Holding the ball, so DV will take this kick. There's his kick now. He's got to look for Marty. And coming in, taking the mark is...
Robbie Neely again.
And he doesn't look too well either. He's going to be a bit sore tomorrow, Robbie Neely, to bet you.
Well, he's taken some hard bumps, Tone, but he's really played a top game. He's put himself in and tried his heart out. That's the main thing. He's a courageous fella, that one.
Yep, hopefully he can kick it. Ray calling out for options. Come on, Robbie. There's his kick. Oh, beautiful kick. And scores are level. East Ringwood kicked the first 2 goals. And now...
And that brings up Rob Neely's second goal, Tony.
8 goals, 14-62 apiece. 8-14-62 to 10-62. Scores are dead level. And that was 2 good goals by East Ringwood, Les.
Yes, Tony, that's what they weren't doing in the first half. Now they've started off the second half with 2 real good goals.
Now hopefully they can go on with it. You said, you know, we need to kick about 8 goals this quarter. The ball's been knocked down. Hubbard gets it out of the centre. Up towards Petty. Petty now running after the ball. Play on. It's over there on the far side of the ground. Coming in there is Dawson. Dawson's picked it up. Swung it around. And the ball has gone. Is it a free kick?
Play on, Tone.
Play on. The ball is picked up by East Burwood now, driven towards the centre wing, and a strong mark over there. Lee's got it now. Lee for East Burwood. Comes on now, plays up towards the forward line. DV! Couldn't take the mark. Here's a chance for East Burwood running in.
Oh, Tony.
And an easy goal.
They don't miss. They don't miss.
No, they must be dead-eye shots on those goals, East Burwood. 11 goals to...
Who was that, David? 26, which is Sheridan. I think he come down from the centre to kick that too, Tony.
11 goals to... that's...
It's a difference in the game.
Yep, sure is. 11-68 to 8-14-62. Les.
Right, umpire Hayward in the centre with the bounce of the ball. Here it comes. In there is DV again with Spencer. DV and Spencer tackle each other. McInerney, Sheridan gets the ball out to the centre. Coming through there is Hard was Cook with Toll. Coming through beautiful was Karen Moran, kicks the ball. Coming out here is Darren Mason. Darren Mason with a runner ball picked up and missed it. Jensen misses it. Comes onto the right foot, he kicks it down here. Here comes all East Burwood. Kicks the ball to the centre of the ground. In there is Toll and Cook. And they've paid Martin Toll the kick. Martin Toll's got the ball. It was a touch and go one, that one, but Toll's got the ball.
50-50.
What he'll do with it? Here he comes. He's coming out here. Who's the high flyers there? Which is David Peart. Handballs out to East Burwood player. Kicks the centre half forward. Coming from behind is Featherston. Featherston drops the ball down to the ground. Coming through there hard. And it's over the top. Play on, says the umpire. Oswald pumps it out here to Keneally, and Keneally takes a mark and takes the ball on the centre, on the forward pocket for East Burwood. He's a left footer too. He'll make this give this a good chance. Here's Keneally with the ball on the forward pocket. Can kick the ball too, this fella. In he comes. There's a beautiful, right through the centre. That's
unbelievable.
The thing. That's the difference in the game. Another goal to East Burwood, and the score reads, Tony.
They're now 12-2, 12-2-74 to 8-14-62. And it's back to 2 goals, the difference when scores were level just a minute ago. And East Burwood players seem to be spurring each other on a bit more than the East Ringwood players are, Les, at the moment. You know, when they get a goal, they're...
Yeah, Tone, it's just, when you kick a goal, it's better than kicking a point.
Oh, you're not wrong, but we've kicked 2 goals this term anyway, and we've got to get the next one. Ball in the centre. Here's a chance now for East Ringwood. Kick the ball, Pearty. He's tackled. I think Pearty's in a bit of trouble, Ferguson, but it's picked up by East Burwood now, driven out wide. And out there is Lee to take the mark. Lee now driving the ball up towards centre half forward, and Cook comes out and takes the mark. Plays on now, up towards the forward line. And coming in is Griggs to take the mark. Darryl Griggs takes this mark now, goes out. Oh, it'll bounce, out of bounds, and it'll be thrown in. Thrown in. Up they go. Ball knocked down. In goes Bakes, and the ball runs out of bounds again, and another throw in. Here's a throw in again. Up they go. Ball knocked down. East Ringwood have got to get it out of this defensive zone now. Oh, it's gone to an East Burwood player. On the left foot he goes. Out wide towards Featherston, and he takes the mark. Featherston now. He's got the mark. Could almost kick this one. It's a beautiful kick of a football. Comes in, he's pretty deliberate. Punts on the way, and he's put it right through the middle.
Tony, that's top football.
Sensational goal. And that's a 3-goal lead. East Burwood going away now from East Ringwood. There, once the board updates, 13-2, 80 to 8-14-62.
They answer us every time, Tony.
Yep.
It's,
well, we kicked 2 early goals and they've got 3 back in about the same time. So
it says bounce of the ball in the centre of the ground by umpire Hayward. DV in front, but picked up by the East Burwood player. Loses the ball. Coming through there hard was Hubbard. But it'll be a ball up once again right in the middle of the ground. Umpire Dixon with the ball this time. We've been playing 10 minutes of this third quarter. There's the bounce of the ball. Up it goes. Coming through it's DV, but Spencer right over the top, but it's over his shoulder and DV to take the kick. DV with the ball. Here he comes. He shoots it out here to Darryl Griggs. It'll want to go home. Taken by the East Burwood player. There's got to be loose men here somewhere. Martin Toll and Cook. Martin Cook's got the run of the ball. Bounces truly for Cook going towards goal. Drives the ball long. And he doesn't miss. It's straight through the centre. And
playing football by East Burwood.
Another goal, Tony. The scoreboard reads.
They're now 14-2-86. East Ringwood are 9-14.
Dave Quinn's down here. David, every time they go forward, they kick goals, don't they? And that's the big problem with the game.
Yeah, they're doing it very well at the present moment. Going to have to stop it.
It's East get it down there, and they've got to battle for it, and the other mob just do it so easily.
Yeah, so it's 8-14-62 to 14-2-86, and the ball's been bounced in the centre. Up they go. Ball knocked down. East Ringwood have to find something now. As East Burwood are on a roll at the moment, they drive the ball forward up towards the forward line, and Cook's there. Ball hits the deck. Here's a chance now. This East Burwood player over the top, and there's Oswald running an open goal, and Pingo. Champagne football from East Burwood as they're running right away with this one now. They're 15-2-92. East Ringwood are 8-14-62. It's a 30-point lead. So they've kicked
That's 6 goals, I think, Tony.
6 goals in the quarter. And we're playing, Les.
And the other end, Tony's been the scoring in 12 minutes.
So they've kicked about 6 goals in about 9 minutes, East Burwood. Sensational.
Right, it's back in the centre of the ground with umpire Hayward to bounce the ball. In there's Darren Vincent. Here he comes in. Here's the bounce of the ball. Spencer in there again. He's been on the ball all day. Here's the bounce of the ball. Up it goes. In comes DV with Spencer. DV gets that to Baker. Baker handballs over the top. And the umpire says throwing the ball and it'll go to East Burwood.
Can't do a thing right, East Ringwood.
Right, here's East Burwood with the ball and it's...
Spencer. Oh, no, it's not.
It could be McInerney, I think. Here he comes, up the centre of the ground, up the centre half forward. Handball's there from behind, punches the ball down. Coming through there is Darren Chivers. Handball's over the top, picked up by Hubbard. Hubbard drives the half forward flank out there with Simon Moore and brings in a one-hander and a beautiful mark by Simon Moore in the half forward flank. Simon Moore with the ball. Coming off is Peter Baker and coming on is Mimmy Michael. There's the kick down forward to Marty Stewart. Take a good mark.
Yep, he has to kick this one, Les.
And what's he going to do? It could be 15-metre penalty. Yes, it's a 15-metre penalty to Stewart. And he'll take the ball, which will end up about 35 metres out directly in front. Should be no problems to Marty in popping this one through.
No.
And we've been playing 13.5 minutes of this third term. Here, Marty lining them up. Very deliberate as usual. In he comes. Bang, straight through the middle. And that brings up Marty Stewart's 4th goal of the day.
East Ringwood, 10 goals, 14, 74. East Burwood are 15-2, 92.
Well, Tone, we've got 3 goals, East Burwood 6.
6, yep.
And we're supposed to have the scoring in, but...
the wind seems to have died, it seems like.
Yeah, it doesn't look like much wind up there, Tone. Look at those trees over there, it looks pretty right.
Yep.
But we're back in the centre of the ground and Tony will go on with the commentary.
Okay, back in the centre. With the umpire now putting the ball down. It's Hayward putting the ball down. East Ringwood have to kick another one now. Here's the bounce. Up goes Spencer and grabs it out of the ruck and kicks the ball up towards the centre half forward position. In they go. In comes Kieran Moran. He's tackled and the ball runs out of bounds. Good pressure by Featherstone. And the ball will be thrown in over there on the far side of the ground. Here's the throw in now. Up they go. Ball knocked down. Pushed over again. Here's the ball will bounce truly for East Burwood. And goes Amwell to punch the ball away. Comes out the open now. Ball umpire. He's holding the ball. And East Ringwood will come into attack. Gregsy now kicking the ball long. Marty Stewart's there. They thump the ball away from Marty. He's our only focal point at the moment, and the ball runs out of bounds and it'll be thrown in. So thrown in on the half forward line. It's 68, 9 14, 68, 15-2, 92. Ball knocked down. Here's a chance now for Nifty, and he's put it through for a goal. Good goal, Nifty. That could lift East Ringwood. They're 10-14, 74 to 15-2, 92. So that's a good goal by Nifty Vincent, please.
Yes, Tony, he's a smart little footballer, Nifty. Come around there, picked the ball up and drove it through with his right foot. A good snapshot.
Right, ball coming back to the centre. Got to kick the next one now. Here's the bounce. Up they go. The ball's been knocked out of the centre. East Bird play goes over the top. Mimi handballs it out to Nifty Vincent. Nifty drives it towards the forward line. Rob Neely's there. Rob Neely's picked it up. Handballs over the top. Been punched down. Nifty was there. In goes Marty. East Bird defenders are there. And the umpire will have to ball it up. He says, I can't decide on anything there. It's a ball up. 10-14, 74. 15-2, 92. So it's only
24 shots to 17, Tony. It's unbelievable.
Yep, 3 goals the difference. Ball knocked down. Play on. East Bird get the ball out and drive it out towards the wing. Over the top. In goes Jimmy Corbett. Chris Amwell now coming down the ground. Amwell lining up the goals. Marty! And he's taken the mark.
Great mark, Tony.
Great kick by Chris
Amwell.
And East Ringwood coming back into it.
He hasn't got strong hands, really. I was being sarcastic. It's because it's a little bit cloudy.
So here we go. Marty's got to kick this one. Comes in. And put it through for a goal to East Ringwood. And East Ringwood now. That's his fifth, is it, Les?
That's his fifth, Tone.
Right, East Ringwood now. Once the boards change, it'll be 11-14-80.
They're right in this, Tony.
15-2-92. It's only 2 goals again. So East Ringwood having a bit of a run now. How long have we gone, Les?
Been playing 17 minutes, Tony.
17 minutes. So
East... a few goals kicked, so...
they've kicked 6 and we've kicked 4. So it's back to 2 goals.
That's 7 goals. That's 10 goals kicked for the quarter. So it'll go over 30 minutes.
Yep. Got to get the next one now. Back right in. Nifty's there. Picked up by Spencer. Spencer drives the ball up towards the forward line. Ball's over there on the far side. Up towards the forward line. The ball's gone
out on the floor.
Out on the floor, and you can have it. Les over there.
Right, it's on the half-back line for the East Ringwood side. Bring the ball back into play was Jimmy Corbett. Goes to the centre wing. Up with Spencer from behind. Misses the ball. Coming through the East Burwood players. Picks it up. Drives back to the half-back line. Coming through there hard was Corbett. Corbett handballs over the top. That'll be out of bounds on the outer side centre wing. There's the throw-in.
No, I can read the score. What I'm trying to say.
There's the throw-in out there. In there's Chris Amwell going to go for the knock. In he comes with Lee. Amwell and Lee hit the ball over the back. Coming through there was Chivers. Chivers hits the ball back there. Up in front was Rob Hubbard, but over the top was Spencer. Here comes Darryl Grigg through. Bork's beautiful handball. Kicks the ball to centre half forward. Out there Simon Moore and over the back was Stewart. And the umpire says, give it to me, fellas. We'll ball it up at centre half forward for the East Ringwood side. There's the ball up by umpire Hayward. At centre on the half forward line for the East Ringwood side. Here's the ball up. There it goes. Up it goes. Punched down by the East Burwood players, ducking his head, but then goes Jimmy Corbett, I think it is. Handballs out, coming through there hard was the East Ringwood players. Through there again. It's East Burwood now. Oswald with the ball, comes onto the left foot, drives it out here. It's up the field, and Cook to take the kick. Now Cook usually kicks this from here.
Undisciplined play because East Ringwood are on a roll at the moment.
Here's Cook with the ball. He hasn't missed too many today. I think he's kicked about 4. Cook with the ball.
He always seems
on the half-forward flank.
He always seems to play well against East Ringwood. Cook, doesn't he?
Oh, he's missed that one off the side of the foot. Ah, but Keneally pulls down the screamer. He's a winger, this bloke, and he's taken a mark over his head like that.
Yeah.
Here's Keneally with the ball. 15 metres out on a slight angle. Should kick this one or have no problems in scoring.
They're due to miss a couple though, Les, aren't they?
You certainly are, Tony. Keneally with the ball. He's a left footer. In he comes in. Keneally comes in. He's kicked it. Straight through the centre to bring the scoreboard.
It's 16 goals to 98. 16 to 98 to 11-14-80.
That is magnificent kicking for a grand final, Tony.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable kicking in a grand final.
So that's 18 shots to 25 and East Burwood lead by 3 goals. Right, ball coming back to the centre. Umpire putting the ball down. There's the bounce. Up they go. It's grabbed out of the ruck. You're going to be caught. Oh, umpire, what are you going to pay? Holding the ball. Didn't make any attempt to get rid of the ball then. There's the kick up towards the half-forward line. The defenders have got to be tight. And Cook nearly took the mark. Griggs handballs to Mimi. Mimi's got to get away. Handball to Martin Toll. Martin Toll gets bumped off, but he's away. The ball's been driven long. Up towards the forward line. Marty's there in front. Ball knocked to the pack. East Burwood there to clean up. No, they're not. Here's a chance now. Marty's got it. Over his head. Couldn't kick it. In comes... I couldn't see who it was. Rob Neely's there. Oh. Nifty, but East Burwood clear the ball. And the ball's on the half-back line. Handball over the top. There's a long kick now towards the centre wing. Simon's there, but the ball runs out of bounds, and it's going to be thrown in. It's 3 goals the difference. 80 plays 98. 18 points, 3 goals in it. It's a real finals game, this one. There's the throw-in now. Ball knocked down. Chris Amwell working hard. And he'll know it's play on now. As East Ringwood drive the ball forward, someone's got to be up there. It's all East Burwood. They overrun the ball. Ball, umpire. No, he won't pay that in front of goal. In comes David Peart. Peart lines up and... Oh, no, he's dropped it. Marty over his shoulder. He's missed it. Oh, if it was an East Burwood player, he probably would have snapped that one.
That's finals football time, those quick snaps. They either go through or they miss.
11-15-81 to 16-2-98. It's 17 points and the ball's been kicked back into play. Up they go, the ball hits the deck. Chivers is in there to pick the ball up. He's tackled without the ball. Trollops over there, he handballs over the top. In goes Corbett, the East Burwood player. Is there to run away, but the boundary umpire was there to say it went out of bounds.
Gully off and Munro on.
Gully off and Munro on to centre half forward. 17 points the difference. Fighting for the boundary umpire to put the ball back into play. I don't know what's the problem over there. There might be some kids inside the fence.
Been playing 23 minutes too, Tony.
Well, this will be a long quarter because there's been a lot of goals. Here's the throw in now. Amwell's got to go up. Ball's knocked down. Stacks on the mill. And the umpire will find a free kick going to East Burwood, I'd say. No, it's going to East Ringwood. There's the kick. Up
Chivers?
Towards Chivers. Ball's up there, up goes Marty, couldn't take the mark. Oh, in the back umpire, no, not paid. Kicked off the ground, it goes out wide, out towards the boundary line, and will run out of bounds there before they can get to it, and it'll be thrown in. Les.
Right, Tony, on the half-forward flank, now throw in. Here it comes. Here's the throw in. In there is Spencer for the East Burwood side, pumps it down, coming through is the East Burwood player. Pushes the ball forward, tackle hard by Simo. I don't know what he's doing up the forward line, but he's up there. He's probably following his player up. Right, the boundary umpire again throws the ball in. In goes DV, punches it down. Coming through is the East Burwood player, hit hard. Comes the East Burwood player, shoots the ball out. That'll be out. And what's he going to pay? Touched out. Bad luck by Darren Mason, and he didn't get the ball. There's the boundary umpire right in front of the grandstand to throw it in again. Here it comes. In there's Brett Munro and Spencer. Munro hits the ball backwards, going out there, chasing it as Nifty Vincent. That's the East Burwood player, trumps it out, and it's a throw-in once again on the centre wing. Here's the throw-in. Coming in. Getting well into this quarter, should be into time on. Here's the throw-in. Munro's in there again, but Spencer over the top, taps it down. Coming through hard there was the East Burwood player. And he dives on it, and what's he say? The umpire is in the back, and the East Burwood player takes it. Torrop handballs it back to McInerney. He's going on the far side of the ground, kicks it long. Out there is Lee, and Lee takes the mark in front of Anwell. Lee's on the centre wing. Here he comes. He kicks the ball to centre half forward. Who's the big flyers? DV at the back. Oh, and he pulls down a good mark, who's Darren Vincent. Darren Vincent's got the ball on the half back line. What's he going to do?
Should switch it, Les, I'd say, but he's not going to.
Out to the far side of the ground. Out it goes. Over the top was Featherston. Coming through there was Simon Moore. Handballs out to, running past was Hubbard, but he misses the run of the ball. And they dive on it was David Peart. And it'll be a ball up on the far side centre wing. Here's the umpire, grabs the ball. Umpire Dixon, I think it is, out there. We're a mile away.
Yeah, we certainly are.
There's the bounce of the ball. Mate. In goes Brett Munro with Spencer. Hit balls it back. Here comes the East Burwood player, and Lenny kicks the ball to the half-forward flank. From behind was Martin Toll, punches the ball down. And it stacks on the mill. Handballs out. And it's a free kick going to Darryl Ferguson. He's on the centre wing on the far side of the ground. He's got the ball. He shoots it in the centre of the ground to Hubbard, and Hubbard takes a fine mark in the centre of the ground. Here we go. Hubbard's in the middle of the ground. He's got to do something here. There's a brawl on the far side of the ground. We're not going to look at that one. Here it comes. Here comes the ball. It's in the centre of the ground, in the forward pocket. And I can't
Marty.
find who's got it.
Marty's
lost
got
the
it.
ball for that minute.
I got it, Les. It's in the forward pocket and Marty's got it. And this will be a handy goal because it'll only be 11 points of difference if Marty puts it through.
Well, there should be police here to fix that one up anyway.
Yep. It's getting a bit warm out there for the spectators this afternoon.
Another change.
Come on, Marty, we need it.
Mason off, Baker on.
Wait on. It's a goal. Marty's kicked his 6th goal. And East Ringwood now 12-15-87. East Burwood 16-2-98.
Tony, where that occurred was when Ferguson had it on the wing.
Yep.
Broke up play, brought it across to Hubbard. Hubbard straight down the ground, and we got the goal out of it in the finish.
That's the way Ray wants them to play, you know, changing direction occasionally. And
it's the only way you can do it, Tony.
Yep.
The East have got to do it that way.
It's only 11 points of difference
28 minutes gone. Umpire Hayward with the ball. Bounces the ball.
Another goal will be handy.
Up goes Munro. Punch down here. Here comes the East Ringwood player. There's Peter Baker. He missed. Taken off his hands. Drive forward. Here's the lead out from Griggs. And takes the mark in the last line of defence.
Switch it.
Griggs has got the ball. What's he doing? Don't go straight up the ground, son. Kicks it out the far side of the ground. Who's out there? It's Chris Amble out there. Misses the mark. Coming through there was Chivers. Chivers punches the ball out. What's the umpire saying? A free kick to Darren Chivers. The East Burwood player legged him. Chivers on the half-back line. Break that play up, son. He short passes into Robbie Hubbard. Robbie Hubbard's got the ball. Right foot straight to the half-forward line. Who's out there? Simon Moore out there in front. Oh, free kick. It's got to be. No play on, says the umpire. Hits the ball down there. And it's forced out of bounds right in front of the East Ringwood Bluebird sign.
Yeah, right in front of the Vincent stand.
Right, here's the throw-in. The quarter nearly over, this third one of the 1987 Grand Final. Here's the throw-in. In there is Spencer again. Been on the ball all day. Punches the ball away. Picked up by Smokey Dawson. Dawson coming back. Where's he going? Comes back onto the right foot. He's going to go long. Here's a big kick. We will need the high flyers. Here's Marty Stewart in front. Nearly got pushed out too by Stewart. Kicks it back here. Coming through hard as the East Burwood player. Handballs over the top. Good running football. Play on, says the umpire. Picked it up. Robbie Hubbard dives in on it. And it's a free kick and it's going to Hubbard. I think it's a bit late at that one. And it's a 15-metre penalty.
Well, he did kick this.
Peter Baker. Who's got it?
I'll tell you when. Chivers. Oh, they played on. Chivers.
Down the neck.
No, yes, it is.
Now we've got a kick of the ball. The siren, I'd say, would be ready to go.
Kick it, pig!
So make it 5 points the difference if he puts it in.
We needed one badly, and this is the one we need to put us right in the business for this final term coming up very shortly. Chivers with the ball. Comes in. Drives the ball, and it's right through the centre. A beautiful goal.
Right through. And the scoreboard reads, the Sand Aluminium scoreboard. It's 13-15 East Ringwood. 13.
Come back 15. Very well, Tony.
Yep. 13-15. It's 93 to 16-2-98. So it's only 5 points the difference.
5 points, Tony.
In the
look at that, 28 shots to 18. 10 more scoring shots. It makes you cry.
Yep. Well, the game's not over.
Here is the bounce of the ball by umpire Dixon. Here it goes up. In goes DV. Spencer from behind. Baker picks the ball up. Handballs over the top blindly. David Peart comes through hard. There comes Jim Corbett. Punches it back. It's all punch and punch. Chivers hung on to, picked up by Barry Dawson, drives the ball long. Where's the big flyers, Marty Stewart? Stewart takes a beautiful mark. A glorious mark by Marty Stewart. A magnificent mark. And Marty Stewart with the ball, going for his 7th goal. But that was the game, Tony. The quick handball, the big long kick from Barry Dawson, and Marty's got the ball.
This will put us in front.
It'll put East Ringwood in front the first time since
halfway through the
second
first quarter, actually, I'd say. Early second quarter.
Here he comes, Stewart in for the kick. He's kicked it straight through the middle.
And East Ringwood are in front.
To bring up his 7th goal. A great exhibition of full forward by Marty Stewart.
14-15, 99 East
Beautiful
Ringwood.
pair of hands, and he's deserved the 7 goals he's got. 7.
7 goals. 14-15-99, 16-2-98. You'd think it was the last quarter.
32 minutes, Tony.
And it's 5-5 in Eastern Australia. We're going to be here till 6 o'clock. Unbelievable. Ball back in the centre. Could be a long quarter because there's been plenty of goals kicked. East Ringwood lead by a point.
Yours, Tone.
There's the bounce. Up they go. East Ringwood are on a roll at the moment. Can they get another goal? It's in the centre. Umpire will ball it up. You think East Ringwood are a bit fitter than East Burwood?
Well, Tony, they didn't have the rest last week, but I think they could be running all right at present.
Here's the bounce. Up they go.
This big bloke must tire soon. I don't care what anybody says. He's got the long
sleeves on. The ball's in the half-forward line. Here's a chance now. It's been driven long. Up towards the forward line, and it's run out of bounds. I'd say the side will go any tick of the clock now. Another goal would be pretty handy for East Ringwood.
Need a goal here, Tone.
Yep. Here's the throw in now. Up they go. Brett Munro's in there with Spencer, and the ball's been knocked down. It's run towards the boundary line. East Burwood are playing it a bit defensive at the moment. Could be a free kick, but not to be. Throw it in. Thank you. Yes. There's the siren to end the quarter, and at 3/4 time in the grand final of the EDFL First Division, East Ringwood 14-15-99. The lead East Burwood 16 goals to 98. A point for the Clipper.
Goal kickers Tone to this stage is Marty Stewart with 7 goals. Wonderful football. Rob nearly 2. 1 each to Peart, Chivers, Vincent, Craig Vincent, Darren Mason and Simon Moore.
It's a point the difference, 14-15-99 to 16 goals to 98. You do it from there if you like. When you put this on.
Go way out, right over here.
I don't want to get to the bloody footballs, man. You want to talk if you want it?
Yeah, all right.
Well, he'll come through on this.
Yeah.
Just hold that there.
No.
Oh, it'll be right.
You just listen like a transition.
Yeah, right on.
Just go way out.
Righto. Still on. Right, we're at 3/4 time. Les is going out with Quinny. He might see if he can pick up now. It's a point the difference in this great grand final. And here's a gentleman that has helped East Ringwood out, Steve. What do you reckon at the moment, mate?
We've got a chance.
Right, here's Dave Quinn with his here's 3/4 time summary. David, better quarter for East Ringwood then.
That was a great quarter of football all round, Les. We saw East Burwood kick 5 goals in the first 10 minutes, and it looked all over. They had a 30-point lead, but as we said at half-time, if East just kept on persevering to come. What a quarter by Marty Stewart. He's personally that quarter kicked 5 goals in that third quarter. So East Ringwood have kicked 8 for the quarter. The last 6 came in the second half of that quarter. So a tremendous, courageous fight back by East Ringwood.
Tony, you got anything to say to David?
Yes, Dave, I was the player Marty Stewart, but where do you think East Ringwood, got back into the game? Because it looked all over at one stage.
Well, yes, I think, Tony, one of the keys to that quarter actually was Darren Vincent. I thought Darren did a tremendous job on the ball in that third quarter. I think he, obviously Spencer's been a great player for East Burwood, but the influence of Spencer died out. And I think DV's to be tremendous.
I agree, Dave. I think that DV got on top of him in that quarter. I thought in the last 10 minutes of that quarter that Spencer definitely tired. He pulled his socks down and he's trying to pull his
That's the thing I was going to say.
Well, the East Ringwood boys seemed to just raise it a cog, and all over the ground you could see their confidence lift, and they just seemed to be their disposal. They started to kick the ball longer, and their disposal was better.
I think we're winning around the packs. I reckon that with DV getting on top, all we need now is that back line to hold this first part of this quarter, and I reckon the forwards must come good and kick goals soon.
Well, they kicked some excellent goals out of that quarter, Les. They kicked 8-2 that quarter, so I think we're on the way back. It just makes it up now for a fantastic last quarter, and it's there to win, isn't it?
Tony, you got anything for David?
The other thing was, you did point on it, and that was Spencer. I reckon he's got a tie, certainly, with that long sleeve pullover on a day like today, mate.
Yes, but he's an excellent player. Jock Spencer, he'll keep fighting it right out. But I believe, as I said, I think DV did a tremendous job on him that quarter.
Yep.
Righto, Dave, thanks very much, and we'll have a talk to you after the game, and let's hope it's a winning talk.
Well, I think the way the feeling is right now, mate, I think the boys have really come back hard, and I think no, it's looking good for a great last quarter and hopefully a 1987 flag for East Ringwood.
Right, that was Dave Quinn with his three-quarter time talk, and we'll be back after the game, hopefully to tell you about our grand final win.
Okay.
Thanks, Les.
While you're there, Les, Les, you there, mate? How about just sort of popping in and just have a listen to Ray and see what he's got to say and come back with it? Yeah. Just to hear them talking, that's all.
Good.
They all hate it. They all reckon we're a big club. They all reckon we get $400 a game. But we're still
Pause now, Tony.
Yeah, we'll go on the pause now.
Well, Tony, Ray, if you did hear it at the three-quarter time, he told them that they were finished on top by three games. They're the best side. Everybody hates East Ringwood in the competition, and he reckons that this is it. They can go on with it.
Well, that's good.
And the way they finished that third quarter, I reckon they can go on with it, Tony.
Oh, well,
it'll tell very quickly.
Yep. Hope you're right, mate. So wait for everybody to get off. It's just after 5 o'clock, so it'll be about 20 to 6 before we know the result, I reckon. Yeah, East Burwood seemed to go quiet in the last 10 minutes or so.
Well, Tone, I don't know if they run out of legs, but I definitely reckon Spencer's tiring.
Yeah. Well, they're still talking. They're still in a huddle there. Yeah. So East Ringwood have broken up. I think what they might have to do, what they could do now, is Chris get them all together in a bit of a huddle, because
he's doing it right now, Tone.
He must have heard
you.
So
I don't think it matters what you do, Tone.
I know.
When that bloody ball bounces, what's going to happen?
That's right, but we're standing there flat-footed. You got to do something.
Come on, Robbie!
So we'll take a break and wait until they start bouncing for the last quarter. The last quarter of the EDFL Grand Final.
We on?
Yes, we're on.
Right, mate.
It's 1 point the difference, 99 to 98. 29 shots to 18, and East Ringwood a point in front.
This is the quarter, Tony.
Yep. Well, we thought the
last 30 minutes of 1987.
Yep. Could go anyway.
There we go, Tone.
Okay, I'll start it off. The last quarter of the match of the day, the 87 Grand Final. We go into the final term. East Ringwood 14-15. Lead East Burwood 16-2. The ball's been knocked out of the centre. In they go, and out they come. East Ringwood into attack first, up towards the forward line, but East Burwood take the mark on the half-back line. There's the kick out wide now. Over towards the far side. East Burwood have got the ball. Here's a long kick now, straight down the ground. Oh, and in comes... Let me see, I can't pick it up. It was Ferguson. Kicks it out towards the centre wing, and away goes Peter Baker. Peter Baker taking a bounce. He's got a handball now, he goes around. He'll have a kick. Peter, hurry up, son. He does.
Simon Moore.
Moore up there, couldn't take the mark.
East Burwood.
East Burwood mark. Free kick, call it what you will, on the half-back line. There's the kick now, straight down the ground. In they go, and a free kick going to
East Ringwood.
East Ringwood. Chris Amble. No, it's going to Mason. Or Nifty, I think it was. There's the kick in towards the forward line. Here's Ferguson, if he can pick it up. He gives it over to Baker. Baker now, he'll have to kick the ball. He's caught. Holding the ball. And he should have done better with that one, Bakes. Here's the kick now, straight down the ground. Up they go, no mark, play on. It's been thumped forward and out of bounds, will be thrown in. Thrown in the forward pocket. East Ringwood into attack. Need a goal. Up they goes. Ball being knocked down. East Burwood got the break of the ball. In they go. And East Burwood get the ball now. Drive it up towards the half-forward line. The ball will bounce out here. Picked up by the East Burwood player. He doesn't want it, Featherston, but he does get away with it and drives the ball long, straight up the ground. Up they go. Oh, the ball will bounce free. Knocked over the back. Play on. It's picked up by East Burwood. Long shot in towards goal. Cook's there and takes the mark.
Gee.
And he'll kick this, no worries about that, and put him in front.
Unbelievable, Tony.
I thought it was going to roll through for a point there, but he just took the mark.
Tell you the truth, I even misseen him there, Tone. Come from nowhere.
He was there all the time, Les. Comes in, takes plenty of time. And he's put it through, and East Burwood are back in front. 17 goals, 2. Magnificent kicking, 104, 14, 15, 99. East Ringwood have got to kick the next goal now, Les.
Yes, Tone, they've got to. And get back right into, get back in front. That's the big thing.
Come on, Bulldog, come on!
Coming back to the centre of the ground. Another change. Somebody coming off. Bulldog going on. Here's the bounce of the ball by umpire Hayward. Here it goes. In it is there. In there, Spencer and DV. Here's Spencer. It goes towards Spencer. Taps it down. Picked up by the East Burwood player. Kicks onto the left foot out here. Half Chivers punches the ball down, but it's Featherston again running out here with his pace. Handball's back. Coming through there is Oswald on the left foot. Drives a little short one in, but punched away by Martin Toll. Good football by Toll to punch it away from Cook. Right on the half-forward flank for the East Burwood side. Here's the throw-in. Up there, in there is Kieran Moran. And League. Moran over the top. Coming through there. Oh, who was? Missed that one. The dive on it was the East Ringwood player. And it'll be a ball up at centre half-forward for the East Burwood side.
Come on, Bulldog. Make the most of it.
Here's the ball up. Here it comes. Umpire Hayward with the bounce of the ball in there. Coming through is Moran over the top. Oh, it's a free kick to the East Burwood player, which is Lee. And can he kick a ball, this bloke?
He
Here's Lee
can.
with the ball. East Ringwood's got to pick their men up, man on man.
Players are getting very tired too. It's been a warm
I reckon
day.
they might, mate.
The commentators are going to. I'll tell you, the voice is almost gone.
Here's Lee with the ball. He's going to have a shot. The right foot kick. In it comes, Orts. Oh, it's a prodigious kick. Straight through the centre.
What a kick. That could be the winning goal, that one, Les. Could be.
Well, you can't knock them kicks, Tone. It's what they've done all day. The scoreboard is 18-2 to 14-15.
Yep. It's 110 to 99.
11 points, is it, Tone?
Yep.
Right.
But we know East Ringwood's fighting quality. Ball back in the centre. There's the bounce. East Ringwood have got to get a goal now. Up goes DV, knocks the ball down. In they go. East Burwood have got the run of the ball. It's on the far side. East Burwood kicked the ball back now towards the centre wing. Oh, Simo dropped it. They dive on the ball. Cook's on the bottom of that pack. And it'll have to be a ball up umpire. What's
Free kick to East Burwood, Tone.
Going to Cook.
No, it's not Cook.
Oh no, I thought he looked like he was on the bottom of that pack. Here's the kick now up towards the forward line. The defenders have got to be there. Featherston knocks the ball down. East Ringwood try and tidy up. Handball. Ferguson's got it now. Drives the ball out towards the wing. Ball knocked down.
Hey,
Timmy take a free kick. He was looking for that free kick. And Mimi now driving the ball up towards centre half forward. An easy mark for...
Poor football.
Poor football as Spencer took the mark. You'd think he'd be tiring. The ball is picked up by his bird over the top. Ball will bounce.
Robbie Hubbard's running slow too. It looks like
Play on. Play on now. The ball's on centre wing. It's all East Burwood at the moment. East Burwood defenders are desperate, but East Burwood are pushing the ball down there all the time. And now East Burwood through Ferguson, who's got plenty of pace, goes for a run. Another bounce. On the right foot goes Smokey, and Dawson takes the mark. Smokey Dawson goes for a pass. Marty! Now Marty settles himself, he can kick it, he goes inside. Oh, beautiful Mark Amble! Chris Amble, the captain of the club. Chris could kick this, Les, he's a good kick.
Well, Tony, he's a backman as we know, but Chris can kick a ball very well. Be a good captain's goal if he can pop this one through.
Come on, Chris, we need it, son.
No, it's off the... Oh, it's through! Yes, it's a goal!
Wait on it. It's a goal, and it's back to 5 points in the grand final. 15-15.
Well, that was a good run by the little blonde bloke, number 5.
Yeah.
Out to Dawson, and Dawson's kick was a beauty.
In the Ferguson stable.
Who the hell is he?
He's a Ferguson, don't worry about that. 15-15, 105, 18-2, 110. 5 points difference, and you can have it, Les.
Right, we're back in the centre of the ground. Umpire Dixon bounces the ball up. In comes Darren Vincent playing a top game, but Spencer wins out, hits the ball long, overruns the ball, was Cook. Coming up the centre of the ground was David Peart, I think it was, picked up by, couldn't pick who that was, Hubbard, I think. Coming through there hard was Corbett, but it's East Burwood, shoot towards goal. Oh, and they've popped it through again.
And it's back to 11.
Unbelievable. They kick goals from anywhere, Tony.
19 goals.
I'd like to know how many goals they've kicked straight.
19 goals too. Well, they were 8
No,
goals.
they haven't kicked 19 straight, my boy.
They haven't. They were 8. They were, I'll tell you, they were 6 goals.
Come on!
I'll tell you what, they were 7-2. So they've kicked
10-2 at half-time, so they've kicked 9 goals since half-time without scoring a point.
Yep, unbelievable. Back to 11 points now. East Ringwood have got to kick the next one. Ball back in the centre.
Still a good game, Tony.
Oh, yeah.
There's the bounce of the ball in the centre. Up it goes. Spencer there, DV dives on him. Coming through, there's the East Burwood player. Hubbard kicks the ball off the ground and nearly takes a fine mark.
15, umpire.
Here's nearly the ball. He kicks the ball up. Here's the Leeds. Marty Stewart's behind, but it's taken by the East Burwood defender. He kicks the ball long. In comes Robbie nearly from behind. Handballs over the punches over the top. Here goes Oswald and Chivers. Chivers gets the run of the ball. Good play, Chivers. Going through very hard. Picked up by Ian Simons. Balks the opponent. Kicks back towards. And it's a free kick. Oh, no.
Going to East Burwood. Free kick on the half-back line. It's Lee.
It's Lee with the ball. He kicks the ball long. Here's the big kick out here. The running players. DV takes a fine mark. DV's got the ball on the half-back flank. Here he comes into the centre of the ground. It'll want to go home. David Peart misses it. Dives on it again. Punches it out. Coming through Baker. Baker handballs. Comes around on the left foot. Drives it out here towards. Hubby takes a fine mark. Hubby's got the ball. Punches it back. In comes
Nifty.
Vincent. And Dawson takes the mark in the half-forward flank. Dawson's got the ball. He'll go towards goal. Oh, kicks into the man on the mark. And it'll be a throw-in on the half-forward line of the East Ringwood side. The time's ticking away. We've played 9 minutes of this final term of the 1987 Grand Final. Here's the throw-in. In there's Neely and Spencer. Spencer wins out. Coming through is Dave Peart. Dave Peart's got the ball. Handballs back to Ferguson. Misses the run of the ball. Peart going hard back. And Dave Peart takes the mark. Takes the free kick. Peart's got the ball on the half-forward line. He's got to go long. Here it goes. He kicks the ball up there. Here's the high flyers. The Stewart's in there. And it's a free kick.
Like he's got the front.
Against Spencer. He might have had it. We've been playing now 10.5 minutes of this final term. Stewart with the ball. Can he kick his 8th for the game so far? Here's Stewart. He's lining it up. Marty Stewart, the only East Ringwood bloke that's really kicked deliberate today. In he comes. In it comes. No, it's going off the side and through for 1 point.
Didn't settle himself.
So the scoreboard reads, Tony.
It's 15-16, 106 to 18-2, 110. I think, wait on, it's 19-2. Sorry, yeah, 19-2.
And the difference, Tony, is?
The difference, Les, is 10 points, I think. Yes.
Right. Here's the full-back in Sutherland to bring the ball back into play. Here's the lead. Here it comes up high. In comes DV. Fetcher from behind. Oh, and takes a top mark. He's a top player, this joker.
Yep.
No two ways about it. Spets with the ball on the half-back line. Kicks on the left foot, dropping short, and it's gone. Oh, right through Jimmy Corbett's hands. Picked out to Ferguson. Ferguson handballs over the top to Hubbard. Hubbard comes in there, in the back to Hubbard.
Well done, Hubby.
And Hubbard's got the ball. Hubbard with the ball. Here he goes. Ferguson. Yes, takes a fine mark in front of the bench. He runs on, goes in the centre of the ground.
Down the field, umpire.
There's a bounce in the centre of the half forward of the East Ringwood side, and it'll be a ball up at centre half forward for the East Ringwood team. Chris Hamill limping badly there. Want to come down on his crook ankle. He'll come good, Chris. There's no two ways about it. Here's the bounce of the ball by the umpire. Hayward, taken by Rob Neely. In goes Jimmy Corbett. This is the ball. And the umpire says, let's ball it up again, fellas.
The ball up at centre half forward with East Ringwood on 15.
Right
16,
in there is David Peart.
19 to 116.
Here's the bounce of the ball by umpire Hayward. In there is Neely. Hit the ball down. Can't see it through the pack. Hit through there. Needs Trollope gets the ball. Kicks blindly out to the half forward line. Out there is Darren Mason running for the ball, but Warner beats him. Kicks in the centre of the ground. Dropped the ball. Was Werner coming through there.
Hubbard.
And out to Dawson. Takes the mark. And Dawson runs on.
Oh.
And he misses it.
Should have kicked that one.
And there's another miss by Barry Dawson. They're footing it away, Tony, with
I tell you what,
good kicking.
I tell you what, I hope they don't do a Melbourne.
They've had the opportunities. Here comes Sutherland to bring the ball back into play. In front was punches the ball down. Here it goes. Oh, kicked off the ground. Simon shoots it up towards. No play on, says the umpire. And East Burwood pushes the ball through.
For 1 point.
And little Mace nearly got to it, but the East Burwood defender pushed the ball through for another point to bring the scoreboard 15-18 East Ringwood to 19-2. It's a short kick to Lenny. Lenny's got the ball, kicks the ball to centre half forward. In there is in front and a fight. Oh, over the top. Stuart Cook hit handballs over the top. Here's the running players of East Burwood. It's all East Burwood. Kicks the ball. They couldn't. And they've kicked a point, and about time they missed one.
All right.
Scoreboard 19-3 East Burwood.
117.
15-17, I think it'd be. 15-18.
108 plays 117. It's 9 points.
The full-back for East Ringwood, who is down there. Darryl Griggs will bring the ball back into play.
I'll take it, Les.
Can't see where they're coming from. Time check, mate.
Time check is 14 minutes.
Right, this is Griggs kicking the ball back into play, kicks it in, goes out towards the far side of the ground. The East Burwood player thumps the ball forward again. Cook's there, play on now. East Ringwood will get it out of trouble for a minute. Mason's there, takes the mark and away he goes. The crowd's roaring. Mason now lining up the big ones. Oh, he might get a free kick. No, all clear and through for 1 point. East Ringwood 15-19, 109.
Tony, I'm going to make the statement. I think East Ringwood's running better than East Burwood.
Yeah, but they've got to kick the goals, Les.
Well, they've got to get the goals. There's still plenty of time to get them, too.
Here's the kick in, straight down the ground. Punched forward by the East Burwood player. Play on now. The ball comes out. Robbie Neely's got it. Neely now. Lucky's up there. No free. And Ferguson now's got it. Tackled.
Oh, no!
What's he paid? Holding the ball.
He come from behind.
Bit technical, that one. There's the kick now, straight down the ground. Up they go, ball punched down the ground. Here's a chance. Corbett's caught. Ball's in the centre. And East Burwood run the ball forward now. Ball! No. Play on. Punch it. It goes down to the ground. In goes Hubby. They fall over it. Play on.
Ball it up.
Umpire's got to ball it up. No, he's letting it go. And now he'll come in and ball it up. It's
15 minutes, Tony.
15-19, 109. 19-3, 117.
Good game of football, Tony.
Oh,
Great grand final.
Top game.
Best grand final I've seen for quite a few years, this one.
Here's the bounce. Up they go. Ball knocked down. And a ball up. Ball up now on the half-forward line. There's the bounce. Kicked out of the pack, play on. East Bird get it, kick it up towards the half-forward line, the ball will bounce. In comes Corbett, he's on the man, but Toll's there to clean up for him. Toll kicks it out wide. And an East Bird mark too tall. Handball over the top. And it's Keneally over there, he handballs over towards Trollop. East Bird players caught, handball it now, they're running the ball a bit better at the moment. The ball's gone down towards the goal square. East Ringwood defenders there, I hope that wasn't the camera going down. It's in the forward pocket, Hubbard's there for East Bird. And the ball comes out now, it's gone to Nifty. Or Petey, I'm not sure. It goes in towards the centre. Mimmy old kick by Mimmy, mucked it up, and East Bird go towards forward line. In goes Kieran Moran, Martin Toll there. Kieran Moran, it's been cleared out now. And Darryl Ferguson's got it now. Ferguson, he swings it out. Smoker, major Smoky. Back to Ferguson. Ferguson runs around, left foot kick, will bounce. You're hot. Hubby handballs over to Neely. Neely's in trouble. He gets away. Neely now up towards Marty Stewart. Ball hits the deck. Punch forward. In they go. Play on. And it's Lucky's got a chance here. He's tackled, and East Bird defenders grimly clear it, and DV takes the mark. Goes for a pass to Hubby. Hubby now, driving it up to Smokey. Ball hits the deck. Kicked off the ground by Neely. Neely's there in the back, but the East Bird player throws it out of bounds.
They're all tired, Tony. They're getting tired now, both sides.
Let's check the score. It's
both sides getting tired now.
119 around the neck, and Rob Neely's got a chance to kick a goal.
Kick a goal, Thomas!
Tell Tony for a bloke. For a bloke that was knocked out early in the game, this bloke's played a good game.
109 to 117. He'll make it 2 points the difference if he puts it in. There it is.
Swinging back.
And another point to East Ringwood. And it's...
He's kicked better today, Tony, than I've ever seen him kick.
15 goals, 20, 110. 19, 3, 117. So it's 7 points. Favour of East Burwood. Play on. Here's Nifty now. He's nearly caught. He kicks it forward. And East Burwood clear the ball.
Chris's legs gone, I reckon.
Yep, the ball's on centre wing. In comes Jimmy Corbett. In comes Peter Baker. Baker now kicks the ball out wide. And Robbie Nelly. Oh, he lost sight of it. Oh, it'll be a free kick to East Burwood. And you can have it, Les.
Right on the half-back line of the East Burwood side. 29, which is Hayes got the ball. He tries to run off. Here he goes. He's in trouble. Kicks it short.
Go
Chivers. Chivers gets the ball. And he pushes it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in right in front of the East Ringwood Brain Trust. The crowd's getting very vocal. It's the end of the game. It's the big final, grand final coming up. In front is East Burwood. In comes Spencer from behind. Punches the ball down. Come through the East Burwood player. Onto the left foot. And playing in front was Featherstone, but hit the ball forward.
In the back.
And the umpire says, give it to me, fellas, and I'll ball it up on the centre wing on the grandstand side. Mimmy Michael off, Simon Moore on.
Go again!
Right, here's the umpire, Dixon, to bounce the ball up on the on the centre wing in front of the grandstand. Here's the bounce of the ball in, there's Lee. Coming through hard with Simons, picked up by Chris Anwell. Here comes Robbie Hubbard through, trying very hard, smothered, and it'll be out of bounds, and a throw in once again on the centre wing in front of the grandstand.
What's that time, Les?
The time's ticking away. It's 20 minutes of this grand final, 1987 grand final, East Ringwood versus East Burwood. Here's the throw in. In comes the big blokes. Young Darren Vincent trying his hardest to get East Ringwood there. Kicks the ball to centre half forward with the East Burwood player. Coming out there is Cook and Toll. Toll's got the run of the ball. Handballs it in front. Out there is the... Get out of the way, 9. Handballs out was... handballs it on. Here's the run of the ball from
Corbett.
Corbett's in the centre half forward position. It's all East Ringwood Fennison's there. Handballs back to Trollope. Trollope tries to balk around the player. Handballs over the top. Nifty Vincent misses the ball. Coming through is the East Burwood player. Nifty's got the ball. Coming through there's Ferguson. Handballs it on. That is a free kick to Darryl Ferguson. Putting his body in. Handballs quickly on. In comes Baker. Baker handballs over the top to Mason. Mason comes round. Kicks the ball in the centre of the ground. It'll be the big blokes to fly. Down it goes, picked up by Smokey Dawson. Here's the shoot and goal! And it's a goal! And it's a goal by Smokey Dawson!
Oh, what a beautiful goal by Smokey.
And we're back in business.
Let's check the scoreboard.
Beautiful football by the East Ringwood boys coming down the ground.
16 goals.
And it's top football.
It's
This is
the
grand
point
final
difference.
football. And the difference is, Tony...
1 point.
1 point in East Burwood's favour.
116 to 117.
This is grand final football, 22-minute mark of this final term. It's a free kick and it's going to East Ringwood. No.
Oh, spewing.
To East Burwood. Here it goes. He plays on. Ball. Play on, says the umpire. Here comes over the... Oh, David Peart missed the run of the ball. Picked up by Warner. Warner short passes out to the outer wing. Going up there's the East Burwood player. It's the running players coming through with Simons, and it's a free kick to Ian Simons. Play on the advantage. Handballs over the top. What's happened out there? Oh, and he's met suddenly, and a free kick goes to the East Burwood player.
It's a free kick over there on the far side.
We're all getting very excited here.
Point the difference.
Dying stages of the game. 1 point the difference.
How long to go?
Oh,
You
up
tell
goes
me, Rob.
Baker. Baker takes the mark.
Over the
puts
pit.
handball. And
Oh, too high.
Nice
The ball, he
ball.
plays it against him. Play on, says the umpire, and it's going down the East Burwood defence. Coming through there is East Ringwood, pushes the ball forward. And it'll go, no, it's Cook got the ball, he'll come onto the left foot, drives in the centre of the ground, who's there? All East Ringwood, and Hubby takes the mark. Hubby's got the ball. In the dying stages of this grand final, 24 minutes gone. Here's the kick down towards Griggs. Over his shoulder, and it's going to be Griggs' free kick. Griggs has got the ball on the outer wing. This is a great game of football. Handballs, on they go. Kicks into the centre half forward position. Here comes Simon Moore from the side. Punch down. Here's the running players. Mason's got the ball going into goals. Shoots forward, goals. And he's got it. Mason's kicked the goal. Aaron Mason pops it through.
What a grand
And
final.
it's grand final football. 24 minutes is gone and East Ringwood hit the front by 5 points. 17-20. Leads East Burwood 19-3.
117 plays.
Here's the bounce of the ball in the centre. This is grand final football.
5 points the difference. I'll take it from here, Les. A bounce in the centre. East Ringwood are going to get the next goal now. Up they go. East Burwood are not to be denied. The ball's punched forward. Here's a chance for Keneally. Keneally's got it. Chivs grabs him. Handball over the top. Here's a chance for East Burwood. Shot in towards goal. A mark. Whose is it?
East Burwood.
East Burwood mark. Could put them back in front.
Just on 25.
Just on the 25-minute mark. This will put them back in front. I can't hardly hold the glasses, I tell you.
I don't blame you, Tone. My stomach's turning over at 100 miles an hour.
Who was the point in front?
We're 5 points in front at one stage.
That's what we are.
He misses this, we're 4 points in front.
Be good for him to miss this one. We'll wait on it. It's a goal, and they're back in front by a point. But there's still time for East Ringwood.
Point in front.
Still time for East Ringwood.
Yes, Tony, we've been playing 25 and a half minutes. It'll go near enough to 29 minutes.
How long to go? What's the time?
I'd say another 5 minutes.
5 minutes, about 5 minutes to go.
Plenty of time.
We know East Ringwood's fighting quality. They can get back. But East Burwood seemed to get that goal a bit easily, you know.
Oh, Tone, East Ringwood player was in front. He was a bit stiff there.
Up they go. DV's there, the ball. Nippers dropping the ball forward. Marty knocks the ball up. Here's a go. Rob Neely's got it. He handballs it over. Dawson, he can be a star, Smokey. Oh, he's gone right across. And the ball runs out of bounds.
On the full too,
Oh,
Tony.
no.
I don't know what he tried to do there. I think he tried to centre it, I think.
Yep. East Burwood got the ball. There's the kick straight down the ground. Up they go. Here's a chance now. Chris Samuel. No mark player. Lucky. It's a point. It's a draw. It's level.
Level pegging, Tony.
We could be back here next week, Les.
No way, no, Tony. The boys will be in Adelaide.
Oh, blimey.
Level pegging. What a grand final. The best grand final I've seen for years, Tony.
The ball's kicked in. Someone's got to take a mark for East Ringwood. Play on. Here's a go. The ball's driven long. And the ball's run out of bounds. No, it's still in play. I can't see it. I'm lost it, Les.
On the half-back flank. It's a man on the mark. It's mistakes.
Ball kicked by East Burwood. Back towards the centre wing. Play on.
Next ball win, please.
Yeah. What's going on? Must be an East Burwood free kick.
Next score will win it, Tony.
Yep.
The next score will win it.
There's the kick now, straight down the ground. Up they go. Here's a go. Chivers. That's kicked long. Someone's got to take the mark. Oh, East Burwood take the mark. Here's the kick now. Someone's got to be there. They're all tired. A handball. Oh, it's gone to East Burwood. He's picked it up. He's kicked it. Simo. Oh, it might be a free kick. Play on. Keneally's got it for East Burwood. He drives it forward. Here's a go now. Into an open goal. What is it? It's saved. I can't pick it up. Simo. Keneally. Oh! They're all got cramp at the moment. It's on centre wing. It's driven forward. Cook's there. The ball will bounce. It's right in front of the East Burwood goal. He's picked it up. Snap for goal. It's going to be a score.
And I'll win the game from bugger it.
It's a point.
Microphone.
Sorry, that's all right, Liz. It's a point and East Burwood are in front. What a grand final. I think this might win it for them. What's the time, Liz?
We've been playing 29 minutes.
29 minutes gone.
Who's that down, Tone? I
don't know. The ball's on that far side. I can't pick it up. I've lost my voice. It's an absolute... It's Ferguson.
Darryl.
He's in a lot of pain too. And the ball's on...
Darryl. Got the cramp, I'd say.
Yeah, the ball's on centre wing. Time running out for East Ringwood. Here's a chance. Ball will bounce. Here's a chance. What's going? Here's a go. Someone take a mark. Lucky. Yes! No.
He's paid it.
He's paid it. Lucky. It's a siren.
Well, Tony, this is it. Siren's gone. Tony, this is unbelievable.
It's like yesterday.
Marty Stewart, he's kicked 7.
Oh, it's getting a bit willing. There's players This is not fair, Liz. Oh, this is unbelievable. They've got to get the players. They've got to get the crowd off the ground. They can't. This is not fair. There's his kick. And East Burwood win it by a point. And congratulations to them. What a game, Les. I can't believe it. Look at Ray Davies up there. This is sensational. It's like I just can't speak at the moment. Congratulations to East Burwood. Commiserations to us, of course.
Tony, I'm speechless.
I am too.
All I can say is what a grand final it was.
Yep. A great game, and both sides deserve to win it, but there's got to be only one winner. And
I just can't believe, Tone, that you can get beat by a point.
Look at that.
With the kicking that was on that scoreboard was unbelievable.
That's probably lost at the game, but what a game of football. And
probably the greatest grand final to go down for the last 25 years, Tony.
But it was also, you know, we have a lot, but
Or down.
So, I don't know what we're going to do here now, Les.
Well, Tone, I just haven't got enough gumption to go and interview the East Burwood players. Sorry.
Yep.
I think that we've done our job and...
yeah, well, as I say, I reckon I know we've lost it, but I reckon, you know...
Yes, congratulations to the East Burwood boys. I won't take that off them, but no. I don't think I could go over there.
No. So I'm not sure whether we'll sign off from here or...
Well, we'll just keep it rolling for a little while, but yeah, looks like the scores are right. The umpires would have gone across to get them to put it up.
But that was a great fighting effort.
Tony, well, when you get beaten by a point, you can't say anything because it was just one of those things. But nobody to blame, only our kicking probably early cost us the game, but really enough the use of the ball in the last term to win it, so it's just good luck to East Burwood, bad luck to East Ringwood. I know Ken want me to go out and interview Wearmouth, but
not in a game like this, Les. It's just congratulations to them, but you know, if they'd won a clear and fair,
they
have won it fair and square, but I mean the margin, you know, like just before we go off, we'll have Dave to come over. Dave, it's after the game. We've got beaten by a point. What can you say, mate?
Well, I think if anyone ever calls East Ringwood wimps again, they've got to think twice, don't they?
I think it's one of the most gutsiest efforts that I've ever seen from the side.
Yeah, well, I think, it's pretty hard, this.
Stopped yet?
No. It was just one of those things that they had the chance to win it. And they didn't win it, but by jeez, I'm proud of them, David.
Yeah, it's a top effort, mate, top effort. I really fought back for ages. I really feel for Ray and...
Yeah, I've got to keep talking because they're worth talking about. Ray Davies has been with the club for 5 years, 4 premierships,
4 grand finals,
one premiership, 3 runners-up.
Yep.
What can you say about a man that can do that with a club? Tony, you got anything to say?
I reckon he's done an absolute fantastic job for East Ringwood, and he'll go down in memory as one of East Ringwood's greatest coaches, even though he's only got one premiership out of 5 years. He's got them up there every year.
Dave, you got any more to say, mate?
Oh, it's just an unbelievable game, Les. It's a fantastic game, and it's all credit to both sides. Obviously, particular credit to East Ringwood, in my opinion, for fighting back the way they did. And they really didn't have, when they shouldn't have, they still kept going. What can you say? I just feel so sorry for Stewie. He's played such a fantastic game, and under the duress he must have been under for that last kick, it's just not right that is allowed to happen. The fact that he's kicking the ball against 1,000 people out in the ground, it shouldn't happen. Still, you can't take anything away from East Burwood. They've deserved their victory, but for Christ's sake, take nothing away from East Ringwood either.
Yep. Right to, on behalf of Tony IKANO, David Quinn, our cameraman up top, Timmy Maloney, who's done all the hard work up there.
Yep.
I'd like to say thanks to everybody. And Tony, if you want to say anything, you sign off, and I'll just say goodbye in a minute.
No worries. I'd just like to thank Tim and also Anne Palby, who's not here today, for their help with me during the year. And you too, Les, for your help. And on that note, I'll sign off and say see you later.
Well, Tony, thanks very much for letting me help you out. We didn't win it, but by Jesus, I'm proud of him.
Yep.
And thanks very much, Ray Davies, and the 20 players.
Yep. So that's us signing off.